What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How y'all feeling this morning? Life is good. No problems, no trouble, no issues. Everything is working out just as planned. Life is exciting. What do we have here? The live stream last night was awesome. We have new shows and we have permanently new cast members starting next week. What do we have to complain about? What's going on, friends? Losoway says, how are you, AD? I'm cool. Cool, calm, and collected. Lots that we need to go over today. Excited. What up, what up? What's happening, friends? Oh, it's the 15th, ain't it? You said no Teach commercial? Y'all didn't get the Teach for us? Did the Teach commercial not play? Let's cut this off and let's start again. Did the Teach commercial not play? Y'all didn't see the Teach commercial? Why you say no Teach? What did you say? Did I miss something? So it did play. So what is he talking about? Y'all just be coming in here on some wild stuff, bro. Oh. All right, there we go. There we go. He was late to class. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. What's going on, friends? How y'all feeling today? Lots that I want to talk about. I want to get into the money a little bit more. I want to get into the money today. I want to do some reaction videos to different people, YouTubers, other YouTubers. I also want to talk about money when it comes to cars, the amount, the cost of cars, air traffic controllers with the shutdown. And we're going to get into a little bit of Gil's Arena today. I want to talk about that on a money perspective. Average price of used cars. Somebody quit their job to become a full-time YouTuber. Officers attacked in Charlotte during a street takeover. Let's see, air traffic controllers, they only getting partial pay. ICE and Chicago neighborhoods. So we got it popping. We got it popping. It's going to be fun today. I think it's going to be a really great show. Did y'all enjoy the show last night? Last night, the show was awesome, I thought. We live streamed for a long time. We had some good conversations. All of the ladies was looking gorgeous last night. That's a fact. All right. So we had that popping off. Speaking of Tej Henley, shout out to Tej. We appreciate them. Let me give a round of applause for Tej before we get into the show and start reading super chats. The reason why I want to give a round of applause to Tej Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life, is because Tej has been a loyal corporate partner to the Anton Daniels channel. And we have new negotiations for new sponsors starting early next year. All right. So starting in January of 2026, we will have new sponsors. But considering that, and I think that I've added tremendous value, which is one of the reasons why we've had a tremendous partnership. Along with that, I will also tell you that I'm not sure that there's any longer term partners that Tej has had consistently in recent times than here on the Anton Daniels channel, the Millionaire Morning Show, and After Hours, soon to be Room 9. So shout out to Tej Henley. But we up for negotiations. we got we got to 5 to 10x that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that was before, it's got to be 5 to 10x what it was. That's the rules of the game. It's the rules of the game. The value changes according to the numbers. When the numbers is numbering, then the value got to change. And if not, then we just going to walk away and then we just going to continue to do what it is that we do. You know what I'm saying? The corporate bag is going to be different. And I would love to explain this to you guys. And are we doing it in the next Patreon? Are we going to talk about it? Or should we do it after we secure certain deals? We're going to talk about it in the next Patreon. One of the next Patreons, because we got a Patreon live stream that's coming up. Yeah, the price of the brick is up. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. And then, you know me, I'm always exploring. So I got new shows, new things. We got new things that we're going to be announcing very, very soon. But in addition to that, because I got to get a bag for my friends. And if my friends ain't getting a bigger bag, then what we talking about, right? A couple different housekeeping things that I want to talk about. Okay. So yes, we are working on that. And, you know, I had dropped the vlog and then I took a day off. I said, let me read these comments and see what's going on my last vlog. And I was talking about the fact that, and I was explaining this to y'all yesterday about the fact that I felt a little bit slighted. I felt a little bit slighted about not getting invited to certain events and stuff like that. And I went back and I reread some of the hater comments and stuff, and y'all hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And then I went and looked at my bank account and I realized that I was still rich. Maybe not my bank accounts, but maybe my portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Look at the portfolio and realize that you're still rich. Oh, okay. You know what? People with no profile picture, they don't really matter. So I had to, sometimes I got to remind myself that I'm really him. Last night, I was talking about, because somebody called me from Thailand and it was like, yo, Ton, I need $250. Please help me. Please, Freaky Jason. So I sent the $250 and then they're going to respond to me and say, yeah, man, I got to get this girl something to eat that I'm talking to over here. And I said, get your monkey butt home. Get your monkey behind home. Get your monkey behind. I was so mad and aggravated. I couldn't believe it. When I realized what it is that what I signed up for, and I'm going somewhere with this. All right. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this conversation. All right. So stick with me, roll with me for a second. And I said, man, don't ask me for no more money for no funky hoes that you going to see over in Thailand. I can't believe you. And the reason that I'm having this conversation with y'all right now is because I feel like I'm being used. I feel like I'm being finessed sometimes. And when people say that they really need help, I don't really believe y'all no more. I don't. I don't believe y'all no more. So they sent. I said something a little bit more incendiary, but then I cleaned it up later. And they said it's something needing to help someone I'm in a relationship over here. I said stop tricking and get your monkey butt home. Stop tricking and get your way home. And they said okay, okay, all right. Stop tricking and get your monkey behind home. And so I was explaining to my friends Carrie and Molly and Slimmy and the likes, and I was having a conversation with them, and I said, I give out a lot of money every single month. I do. I give out a lot of money every single month. And I was very upset about certain things. So I'm going to share another screenshot with you guys. I probably spend well over $20,000 a month helping people or getting finessed, one or the other. Some people may be getting helped. I would say I probably get finessed maybe 60% of the time. Easy. Easily, I probably get finessed more than 60% of the time. And then I woke up to this, right? Somebody sent me a Cash App request. And they said, I got over 39 tickets over 4 years and I need a fresh start. Can you send me $2,800? Yep. Got that request. I just want to, because some of y'all thought that I'd be capping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think that I just be making stuff up. Nope. Nope. Not making anything up. Not at all. People don't ask me for a job. They don't ask me for this or that. They don't do none of that stuff. You know what they do? They send me requests all day long. All day long. And then and listen. I need y'all to understand that most of these people I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Most of these people, I have no clue who they are. I don't even know. Trying to black that out as much as I possibly can. Let's go darker. Let's go like that. That should be sufficient. Just want to show you a little bit of what my life is like. And I get stuff like this. Hey, listen. My best friend lost his son to murder and they need help with the funeral. My friend's name is X and this is his phone number. You call him to send him some money for his son getting murdered. And this is 10 a.m. this morning. All day, every day, people hit me up and they always finessing me. I want to just share with you a little bit of what my life is like. Honestly, I want to share. Yeah, I want to share with you guys what my life is like. Honest to God, this is not me, because if I didn't share with you the receipts, then you wouldn't believe that it was a real thing. If I didn't share with you guys the receipts, then you wouldn't think that it was a real thing. People is people. You right. They playing in my face. Playing in my face. And see, this is the reason why I have so many trust issues. This is why people don't help when they get resources. It's because you don't really actually get to help people. You really just spend the majority of your time getting finesse. So I thought about it last night. I thought about the whole conversations that we were having last night. And what I decided to do is that I've decided that I have to have a no in my spirit. But I don't want that to affect me. I don't want that to play into what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I don't want that to affect how I feel about people. I don't want to sour. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been times in my life where, let me decline this request real quick and block. Just real quick. Decline requests and block. Got it. I don't want to turn bitter because there's been times in my life where I have turned very, very bitter towards people because it was a combination of the hate that you may get from people that say that you're not black enough, and then also people that were using you to the point to where it became a level of financial abuse, in my opinion. Yes, a lot of people don't realize that men can get financially abused. We get financially abused every day. I also want to emphasize that this is one of the reasons why people that have money is living in this silent wealth phase. It's not that they don't enjoy themselves. It's not that they don't enjoy nice things. It's everybody don't drive a Toyota Camry and wears Bugle Boy jeans that have riches and become a millionaire. That's a myth. Rich people like enjoying their wealth and access. They like all of the nice things. They like shopping. They like doing all of that. The reason that they don't say anything is because they don't want to find themselves in a position to A, be hated, and B, be used. They want to be treated like regular, everyday people. They want to be respected like regular, everyday people. They want to be able to go to the store. They don't want to become a target. They don't want to get used. They don't want to get finessed. They don't want people that, you know what I'm saying, that they cool with to automatically turn against them and feel as though they are obligated or you owe them something because you're successful and they're just regular, everyday people. We are all human, and the lot that we have in life and how we leverage the cards that we're dealt determines where the pathway of whether or not your life is going to be awesome or it's not. And so that is the main reason that people that have resources tend to be a lot more low key, silent, don't show it, have a regular everyday car. Cause they got the cars, they got the money, they're not tripping, they're not worried about gas prices. They can drive exotic cars all day long, but you know why they have a daily, everyday car? It's not that they're trying to preserve the price on the assets that they already have. They don't care. They enjoy their stuff. It's because they want to remain low key and they don't want to bring attention to themselves because they understand that that makes them a target in so many different ways. That is why people that have resources tend to be less visible when they have them for an extended period of time because they know that what it comes with. And it's not about their life that messes it up. It's the people around them or the people that's watching them. It's not about us. It's about you. It's not about us. It's about you. And it could absolutely turn people upside down. That's why I value the people that I work with so well. I value them. You know why? Because when I become successful, they just become happier with me. Never, not once did they ever say, hey, send me some money or send me some more money or do this or do that. Not once. You know what they do? They send me money. They send me money and they say, congratulations. My friends buy me gifts. You know why it's so easy for me to send the girls on a spa day if they say that they having a bad day and they don't even say it to me, they just be talking in general. You know why it's so easy for me to make sure that they taken care of, or for my guys, Slimmy and them, to send them an extra whatever, and we don't talk about it publicly, but I'm just like, yo, fam, we came into some more money. This is, check this out. Send them a bag or whatever like that. You know why? Because they do it to me. They buy me stuff, send me gifts. Me could be buying me all kind of junk, taking care of me. Molly be sending me money and stuff. Kim be sending me stuff. Carrie be taking care of me. And that's what true friendship and companionship and love is. It's a reciprocation of energy, and it don't have to be a one for one. Nobody is using a measuring stick. Nobody is saying, oh, well, this is the amount that I'm sending, or this is the gift that I'm doing. Sometimes it's real little. Sometimes it's just thoughtful. It just is what it is. Everybody got good energy. And I will also tell you that everybody that I work with, nobody ever asked me for no money. Q ain't never asked me for no money. Q be trying to pay for stuff. Molly definitely ain't never asked. Nobody ever asked for anything. But everybody is so valuable. Everybody is so great at what they do. They're not doing it for the money. They doing it because they love what we've put together and we become a family. That's why you see us rock out so hard. That's why we be having arguments like we really live with each other and we all just came to Thanksgiving dinner. And then we come back together and they be like, man, I love you. I'm sorry. That's why it is what it is. This ain't no normal thing that we putting together. We special. Us over here, bag chasers, we special. Subscribers that we got, the people that hold us down, we special. Now, I'm going to figure out a way to go find the money so I can go bust it down with the team. But that ain't why they here. They not here because they trying to get a bag. They here because they just truly seen value in what we all put together. I'm going to figure out where the money is and I'm going to go and bust it down with the team because that's just what we do. My talent may be in that. They talent may be in this. This talent may be in that. All of that type of stuff. But if you don't actually value your people, then you're not going to add value to the group. Cleavon, you smoking crack, but it's okay. This is why we chasers. When I get the opportunity, I say, hey, I want to invest in y'all businesses. When we all link together, we all just come together and we do meetups. Everybody want to see everybody win. And ain't nobody jealous of nobody. Ain't nobody hating nobody because, it's somebody that's doing this or it's somebody that's doing that. And so I'm telling you this because of what? I'm telling you this not because it's about me. It's because I'm trying to give you a life lesson. And everything that we do, we put the medicine inside of the candy. And I know that we entertain and you may see me go and drink some Henny at some point, or I may be joking, but it's always a lesson. Get the lesson. Hear me out. Get the lesson in what we do. What's the lesson? When you go into a group, when you go into a relationship, when you go into your friendship circles, when you add yourself into a community, when you decide that you want to be spending a whole lot of time with other people and you taking up their time, figure out how to add value and stop thinking that you just special and that you just so cute that people just want to be around you because they don't. You ain't that cute. Oh, you didn't like that part. You thought that just because you was cute or you thought you was cute and you think that we think that your kids are super cute, that we just want to spend a lot of time and we want to volunteer ourselves to watch your funky, ugly, snotty nosed kids. We don't. We don't. We so tired of calling. Every time you always need something. We got to help you move. We got to figure out how to get you out of feeling homeless. We need to do this. We need to do that. If you love people, figure out how to add value into the group. Stop being the weakest link in every single room or every chat room or every live stream. Stop being the weakest link every time you walk in the room. Figure out what you are talented in and add it into the group. And that is how you then build a community. It's not about sticking together. It's about adding value. And if you're not a valuable person yet, then reserve yourself from participating in other people's lives and stop ruining other people's lives. I can't stand people that go into relationships that ain't ready for relationships. I can't stand people, men or women, that go into relationships that ain't prepared to be in a relationship. What are you trying to talk to her for? You gonna ruin that girl's life. Why are you praying for this man to come into your life and you know you ain't prepared for a good man? You're not ready to be in no relationship with no good man. You taking up time and space for somebody else. That man is supposed to be taking off and into the stratosphere and you sitting here holding him down like an anchor And he only gonna get to this part when he's supposed to be out of this world because you are not the woman that is prepared to be in his life to add value into his life. You're slowing him down. And then you sit here, keep on asking for this girl, this pure, wholesome woman that's awesome and has got all of this. For what? Why are you asking for her? You can't do nothing with her. That's too much woman for you. She too smart, too intelligent, too fine, and you ain't even got enough dick. Y'all want to keep it real on the Millionaire Morning Show, or we gonna get there? Like at the very least, if you coming up short down there, you gonna have to at least show up somewhere else. I'm just saying, because even when she mad, you can't even fix that part. So you gonna have to at least be in a position to be able to do something. You can't do nothing with her. She too much for you. That's why you gonna lose her. That's why the game is gonna be the game. It's only gonna take an Anton from AntonDaniels.com to pull up. And that's the end of the conversation. It's a lot of Antons. It's some niggas that's winning and getting money out here. Some dudes that's winning and getting money out here. Are we going to keep it 100 or are we going to play some games? You're not prepared to be in a situationship with people that are too valuable to be in your sphere. You are not ready. And so stop being a user and an abuser and start being a value add. Keep on showing up to events empty-handed. Always showing up to the birthday party without a gift. Always coming to the restaurant looking to skip out and skimp out and always trying to get people to collectively be able to contribute to the bill because you know that you ain't got the funds and you trying to skip out on the tip. If you know that these group of people is big tippers, don't hang out with big tippers if you're not a tipper. Listen, it's fine. If you are the type of person that don't like tip culture, stop hanging out with big tippers. Stop inviting yourself and wait to be invited. You're not prepared. You're not ready for greatness. So stop hanging around people always looking to get a handout and can't add no value into the crew. Always sending a message with no profile picture. You want to be a content creator. You want to be a curator of somebody else's. You want to run somebody's social media, but your social media is dusty. Nigga, how we going to tell if you even a person for the job? If your stuff is dusty, you got to dress for the job that you want. You have to be the man that you would want to attract the woman that you want to be with. You have to be the woman that you want to attract from another perspective. Why would he talk to you and you dusty? Why should she give you a chance? Because you want her to go 50-50? Talking about. Listen, if we just gonna keep it 100, because I get it. Listen, most of us are regular, everyday people. But it's some chicks that will never, ever in their life go 50-50. And it's not because they're haughty. It's because they got a lot of people that's on some, baby, you ain't got to go 50-50. What you going to do? You going to hold her down? You going to tell her, hey, listen, don't go talk to him. What you mean? She going to choose up. She going to choose up all day long. You want her to take a 15-hour road trip with you, keep on trying to sell her on the same shit that we've been selling girls since we was 19 years old. Yeah, baby, let's go. How many times you going to go to Six Flags, my nigga? How many times you going to go to Cedar Point? Nigga, you 40. Don't nobody want to keep taking a road trip with you. Don't nobody keep wanting. Then you want some roll head. You want to keep putting her head in your lap. She don't want to do that. She ain't trying to do that. You want roll head from a chick that's too good to be sitting on 15-hour trips at 40. Not because you just like to drive, but because you can't afford to fly. What you think is going to happen? Huh? We don't park in the same spots no more. I valet right up to the front of the airport. I'm one step away. I promise you on everything, on God. I am one step away of private everything. And you think that she gonna hold you down. Why? Because she a good girl? You want her to honor you, my nigga? You worked
You work 6 hours a day, 4 days a week. What do you think is gonna happen? We in a new wave. Yeah, yeah. You keep saying it. Anton, you don't really know what's going. I know exactly what's going on out here. You know why? Because she trying to choose up. And how do I know? Saved by the bell. What you think is gonna happen? No, the game. Listen, I'm not out of the loop. I'm in the loop. The competition. This is a global game now, bro. This is a global game. Guarantee you, she'd rather be a second wife than be yours alone. Guarantee you, she'd rather be a +1 or a +3 than be yours alone. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. It's the facts. I'm not saying nothing that's groundbreaking. I'm not saying nothing that's out of pocket. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Listen, listen. Somebody out there is with somebody, and I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I haven't got that level of insight. I don't know who it is and what's going on. Some of y'all have gotten real complacent, and you're going to lose your person because you are dusty. Some people have gotten real complacent, and you're going to lose your person because you dusty. It's people that's getting some real money out here. I know it's a lot of people on the internet. It's a lot of people on TikTok complaining about the economy, but it's some of us are in crazy. Bro, you have no clue. Some of us are rich out of our minds, and it's insane, and got big dicks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do anything. I understand if you don't want to watch. I understand if you need to unsubscribe. I understand if you can't watch this in front of your children, but they need this lesson. And so for those of you that say it is what it is, I'm not going to compromise my message for no subscribers. I don't care about who watching and who not watching. Whoever it is that's watching this, they need this. Equal opportunity smoke. That's not a pause. That's a bar. That's not pause. That's not a pause. That's real life, bro. That is real life. Mushroom tip on crazy. And we got crazy money. I'm trying to tell you. Look, you gonna get your feelings hurt playing with the big leagues. This is the big leagues, bro. This ain't whatever it is that you used to. You still stuck on some high school shit. Play that game if you want to. You gonna get your feelings hurt. You gonna get your feelings hurt. She gonna be thinking about us all day long, imagining, trying to figure out how she can put herself in a better position. You gonna get your feelings hurt. You gonna get your feelings hurt. If she told you the truth, you gonna get your feelings hurt, bro. Y'all bet niggas better level up. Level up. It's level up time. Level up. Cause ain't nobody slowing down for y'all no more. Ain't nobody waiting on nobody. Ain't nobody asking for handouts. Don't you know your chick hate to see you begging? You look like a pauper. Don't you know that? Come on, let me kick it for a minute. Don't you know that when you tell your girl your thoughts, she think you dusty? You keep talking about you got the same dream that you had 15 years ago when you made zero progress. Nigga, do you know that when you talk about me negatively to her, it actually makes her like me more? Because she could see the difference. She could see the dust. She could see the dust. When you say, man, I hate this. Man, I want my reparations. I'm so sick of it. They need to give us 40 acres and a mule. You think she believe in you, nigga? She don't believe in you. She ain't never even met me. She about to become a bag chaser. She gonna meet me in real life, and I'm gonna give her something to believe in, bro. She ain't never seen me, bro. Yo chick gonna believe more in me. I'm about to do the I Choose You 2 tour. Yo chick believe more in me than she do in you because she know that if she just get one opportunity to push me in the right direction and to sell me on what it is that she brings to the table, that I'm going to change her life. I'm going to put her in a position to be able to execute it. She going to work her ass off of me. She going to work her ass off of me. You going to say, you ain't never did that for me because you not me. You better level up. You better level up. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm going to put her to work. I'm going to put her to work. I'm going to see the value in her. I ain't even going to think about the box. I don't even care about the box. Box is plentiful. There's no shortage of box. I'm trying to figure out how to put her to work. What you do? Okay. All right. Where can we put her in? Where can we slot her? Okay. I like that. I like what you got going on. You ready? Y'all ready? You ready? I'm going to put her to work. I'm going to put her to work. I'm going to put that chick to work and she going to work, boy. And she going to love it. She going to love it. She going to love everything that we do. We going to be friends, best friends. I'm putting her to work, nigga. Keep on talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. She don't believe in you. She believe in me. She believe in me. I'm doing all pictures next time that I link up. All pictures. And I want to see all the ladies with me in their profile pictures together. I'm changing my pose. I used to do it like this. Like this now. Me looking at her. Her smiling at the camera. It's us. It's me, her, me and her together. Hey, Richard, suck my dick. I don't even care no more, bro. I don't even care no more, nigga. I am the show. Don't you see that it says the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton Daniels? Dog, you can suck my dick all day long. I'm so disrespectful. I'm so disrespectful in my older age. Bro, I care nothing about what you niggas is talking about. Nothing. I don't care what you niggas is talking about no more. I'm so disrespectful. I am saying it directly to y'all. Y'all ready to get started with the show? I'm so disrespectful. Fuck them. Don't and fellas, don't go back and forth with these niggas. Don't fight them. Just take they hoes. I Choose You 2 tour. The second leg. Featuring my leg. Featuring my third leg. You want a position, Island Styley? I got you, baby. What time? So what? Listen, DM me. DM me. DM me. Just holla at me. I got you. Shout out to my dog Mike, that dude. I appreciate you. They ain't fly girl. They ain't talking about nothing. Ain't y'all tired? Ain't you tired? They ain't talking about nothing. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to go ahead and get it popping? Y'all ready to get it started? Don't fight with these niggas. Just take they chicks. DM me. DM me. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. Let me read some of these super chats. We're going to get started with the show. C. Will says, salute. What up to my dog, C. Will? I appreciate you, big dog. Decoded with Henry June says, is getting a MS and AI healthcare a good investment? I don't know about AI healthcare. Let me do some research. It sounds like it's a good thing, but it depends on what the cost is. You know, Sarge says, top of the morning. I can't answer that question. I don't know anything about AI healthcare. Top of the morning, AD. I'm sure we've got a lot to talk about on today's show. Oh, yeah, we going to get to it today. We going to take our time and we going to cook. Bro said legal situation. That's the crazy part. Facts. People have no couth. Facts. Shout out to Trillionaire Chinos. Trillionaire Chino says, check the email, Martez. I got you, big dog. Okay, bet. Eric Wealth Harris says, this is not black tax. This is cyber robbery. They want all of my dollars, bro. Just a brown girl in America says, good morning, Anton. Don't let what people are not change who you are. Just change who you give yourself to. I'm putting somebody in charge of me, of my distribution of funds to people, philanthropic. My philanthropic distribution of funds, I'm putting somebody in charge of that. I'd gladly pay you next Tuesday for a hamburger today. Shout out to Smarty McFly. Jason 18 says, number one rule for me is I can't help if I can't help you, I can't help you if you can't help yourself first. Being entitled to other people's hard-earned money is crazy work, Dusties. Rob says the people with less responsibilities ask money from those with the most responsibilities. We have to use the spirit of no. God told us about the talents. That's a fact. Thank you, says Jesse. Facts. Thank you, Jess. Top Notch Rocker says, good morning, AD and the Bag Chaser family. I solicit your prayers for one of my nephews who was in medically induced coma in St. Cloud, Minneapolis or St. Cloud, Minnesota hospital. Lord bless him. Whatever your will be, let it be done in its entirety. Give peace, comfort, and then also, if it be your will, bring them out of that coma and let them be able to have peace in Jesus' name. Amen. And don't pray and worry. Landlord Sports says, what's happening, Anton? I haven't been watching for that long. So how did you meet your after hours crew? All of it was organic. Carrie was rocking with me based off of a conversation that we had offline. Slimmy, I met him in real life. We was kicking it down in Cleveland, and then we started connecting on Clubhouse and having rooms. Me and Quentin was rocking out on Fight Club. Molly had been rocking with me and just watching my shows. Kimmy was rocking with Quentin, and so is Miss Sanchez. And then Lex, we had been rocking here on the show. So all of it was just rocking out organic long time. That's it. People just been holding me down. Debt Free Dad Attorney Reaction says, thank you for the gems you drop inside of the Patreon. Yep, we got a Patreon live stream coming up. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Hey, Anton, send a love before I go back to work. You mean your second job? Because technically I feel like you already work for me, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to get you there. Them New York girls is different. You know what I'm saying? Chris Cunningham says, that's why she said you should be more like AD. Facts, though. I leveled up and upgraded her whole life. Elevate to the Unknown says, AD on his Michael Irving. I'm tired of you ninjas. Shout out to my dog, Elevate to the Unknown. Jay Hunter Lee says, brother AD, the Low Testosterone Academy is trolling you again? I don't know. I don't see him. I'm standing on top of my money. For the show, big dog. Shout out to PJ. We rock with you. Charlie LeBron says, hey, AD, I'm stuck in Thailand. Come on. Come on, Aaliyah. Come on, Aaliyah. All right, listen, I'm going to let you go to your second job today. But we definitely going to get there. Just a Brown Girl in America says, I run my own nonprofit. Talk to him. And work in social services. I can definitely identify the real needs of people and causes that actually want to help and move forward. I can actually help you with that. Seriously. All right, Brown Girl. You know me. I like you. You had that small waist, pretty shape. Let me be quiet. I'm going to get myself into a situation I can't get myself out of. As you know me, I'm weak. All right, y'all. We got a full show for y'all today as usual. And I'll be taking my time because Anton from AntonDaniels.com, I don't have a 9 to 5 that I need to go to. So I have the opportunity to pour into y'all as much as I possibly can. And that is going to start over in Chi-Town. Shout out to Chicago. All right. Chicago. Big deal. Big deal. In this situation, we're not necessarily going off on Brandon Johnson. We going off on what Brandon Johnson created. This is a situation where illegal migrants, two of them, riding in a red Ford Escape, old school, decided that they want to run from ICE because they knew that they was about to be deported, and this is what happened.
As word spread of federal agents in the neighborhood, it came to a head. Some residents came out to confront them.
And that led to objects being thrown and tear gas being deployed. WGN's Andrea Medina joining us now with that part of the story. Sounds like chaos, Andrea.
Yeah, Micah and Ray, and the area is quiet now, but hours ago it was filled with emotion and anger. Community members say that they came out immediately to defend their community and to also send a message to federal agents that they will not be intimidated. Surveillance video from a neighbor's home captured the moment a federal chase spilled into the streets of Chicago's East Side neighborhood, ending in a crash near 105th Street and Avenue N late Tuesday morning. What started as a pursuit quickly escalated into a tense and emotional scene.
I'm not going to sit here and not do nothing about it.
Within minutes, Skycam 9 was overhead, showing a large crowd surrounding federal agents, shouting questions, recording with their phones, and demanding answers about what had happened. Video from the Citizen app also shows a tense standoff between federal agents and community members. According to CPD, officers and supervisors responded to the area just after 11 a.m. when they realized federal authorities were involved. Police say they attempted to de-escalate tensions, but objects were thrown at the agents, prompting the deployment of tear gas.
As the tear gases were thrown toward the community members, we all ran, and they had attacked two people that I know because they were the closest near them. So they attacked them and put them into custody.
Destiny, who requested to keep our identity hidden, says the people who were detained are U.S. citizens ages 16 and 19.
Cool. So she said that the people that were detained were U.S. citizens age 16 and 19. So that would mean that the police officers or the ICE agents in Homeland Security were actually going after these guys unjustly, speeding through the neighborhood. These guys decided to run from the police. The police and the ICE agents decided to do a pit maneuver, pulled them over. They let the car keep running, never threw it in park, jumped out the car. Both of them went two different ways. They were running. All right, let me go ahead and re-show you that. In the very beginning, these guys were running from the ICE agents.
Surveillance video from a neighbor's home captured the moment a federal chase spilled into the streets of Chicago's East Side neighborhood, ending in a crash near 105th Street and Avenue N late Tuesday morning.
So they just jumped out the car and decided to run for no reason because they were legal citizens. So of course your parents and your advocates and the people that support you are going to say, no. They were actual U.S. citizens. They weren't undocumented. They weren't illegal migrants.
Meanwhile, federal agents firing tear gas to break up a violent protest in Chicago.
This standoff in the street happening after two illegal migrants from Venezuela were arrested for allegedly ramming their vehicle into a Border Patrol SUV.
Todd Pyro joins us with more. Todd.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting better in the Windy City. Good morning to all three of you. Illinois Democrat Governor J.B. Pritzker blasting federal agents for using tear gas to disperse violent crowds of anti-ICE rioters. Pritzker saying, quote, ICE is recklessly throwing tear gas into our neighborhoods and busy streets. The Trump administration must stop their deployment of dangerous chemical weapons into the air of peaceful American communities. But those protests were anything but peaceful.
Nothing like using good old Elon Musk's platform to get out your message to the people and to be sitting in your bed, pooting, farting, pissing, eating more bread and carbs while you tweet and make sure you get your message out to the people.
Prior to the deployment of the tear gas, Chicago police were trying to de-escalate an anti-ICE mob when people in the crowd began getting violent. Chicago PD confirming the incident, saying, quote, individuals began throwing objects at the federal agents, at which point the federal agents deployed tear gas into the street. Now, this mob began to form after the arrest of 2 illegal migrants that DHS says rammed their vehicle into a Border Patrol SUV and then attempted to flee the scene. The driver and the passenger involved in the pursuit were Venezuelan nationals who entered the country illegally.
I'm going to replay for you what the girl said, okay? This is what the young girl was saying.
The community members, we all ran, and they had attacked 2 people that I know because they were the closest near them. So they attacked them and put them into custody.
Destiny, who requested to keep our identity hidden, says the people who were detained are U.S. citizens ages 16 and 19 and that they did not throw anything.
Now, you got Loris Gerardo Pirela Ramirez and Yanda Enrique Tenife Perez, country of citizenship, Venezuela, and they were ordered removed by an immigration judge in 2024 before the election where Trump trounced Kamala Harris. So the reason why, again, that I like to go and use different sources, the reason why I like to use a combination of different sources, I go local, I go liberal, I go conservative, is because we have to be able to compare and contrast so that we can better understand exactly what happened. They rammed the Border Patrol vehicles and then attempted to flee. And then they did the pit maneuver on them, and then they ran in 2 different directions. Both of them got caught. And then the community on the east side of Chicago, emboldened by J.B. Pritzker and Brandon Johnson, the governor and the mayor of Chicago, decided that they wanted to stand behind these illegal Venezuelan migrants who, by the way, they helped to get into certain neighborhoods and to get comfortable and to get driver's license, and they got cars now, and they have opportunities, and they've been buying houses, and they haven't been actually contributing to society. And these are the people that they are standing behind. So for everybody that is liberal, I want you to understand one thing and one thing only. Democrats in liberal cities are empowering illegal migrants to take over your areas and to use your tax dollars to do so. This is an invasion. It's been an invasion. This is an invasion. And we are basically fighting from within, trying to get people out that was never supposed to be here in the first place. It's almost like they let down the moat for them to just walk right into the castle. And now we got to try to find out which crevice and corner they are inside of the United States of America to get them up out of here. It's the truth. It's the truth. They walking around, and the only reason why they not as vocal as they used to be, because they used to be very matter of fact. Oh man, I done got into it with some people that couldn't speak no English, and it wasn't like I was arguing back and forth, but they definitely made their presence felt. Like, do you know which way you supposed to turn? What are you yelling in the car for? What are you yelling in the car for? And now this was before Trump. This is BT. This is BT. This is before Trump. They couldn't wait to be in the car and flip you off. Yeah. Now they all humble. Ese left. Oh, thank you, senor. Thank you, senor. Gracias. Now they acting like we King Jaffe Joffer in Coming to America. I ain't never been bowed to so much in my entire life. Gracias, señor. Hey, gracias. Because they felt like they had a say-so. They came over here with size 14 shoes, stomping all over us, telling us what we going to do with our money. They was in there during the election when Kamala Harris, man, I seen people that wasn't even originally from here. You had people like Joy Reid. We forgetting. Joy Reid, I'm going to throw y'all a bone for all of y'all blackity blacks. Man, Joy Reid will openly admit to you that her parents are not even from the United States of America, yet she sit here with her big head talking ignorantly and negatively against the Trump administration as though she not one generation removed from being a booty scratcher. She's one generation removed from carrying a basket on her head. I ain't lying. What?
The driver, an ICE fugitive who was ordered to be removed in August of last year. Once the two were taken into custody, that crowd began to form. DHS saying, quote, the incident is not isolated and reflects a growing and dangerous trend of illegal aliens violently resisting arrest and criminals ramming cars into our.
Going to get some water out the well. One generation removed. One generation removed from going to get some water out the well. Ain't got the nerve to be sitting here talking negatively about our president. One generation removed. One generation removed. Got the nerve to be saying something negative about what's happening over here in the United States of America. Got the nerve to be saying something about what's happening over here in our country. Extended her grace. One step away from Mr. Beast making some wells so that you can have some water. And got the nerve to be sitting here talking about what's happening in the United States of America. You should be thankful. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You should be praising God every day. Lord, it didn't have to be, but you made a way. Hallelujah. But instead came over here and became an op. Came over here and became an op. You know what I'm saying? Hey, You're one generation away from stealing iPhones on the streets of Kenya. One generation away from stealing iPhones and trying to get some rubies and some diamonds out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Over here talking tough. Talking tough. And y'all rock with her. You ain't no American Joy Reid. You ain't no real American Joy Reid. Daddy out there wearing open-toe sandals. Yo, daddy wear open-toe sandals. I know your daddy ain't from the United States of America. He got the nerve to be sitting here talking negatively about anybody that live here, born and raised, originally parents, been here forever. And you got the nerve to be over here talking some crazy junk about the president. Girl, if you don't get your ungrateful mother, make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe. Man, listen, we not pulling punches. We not pulling no punches. That's why they align with Venezuelans and Guatemalans and all of these people, because they can relate to them more. They don't really relate to what we got going on over here. They ops. They're ops. That's why they rock with them, because that's how they roll. That's how they been getting down all of this time. And they don't rock with you. They don't even like you. They go back home, go visit their original family, figure out where they from, all kind of nonsense. They straight up, that's what they do. They not checking for you, bro. You keep on aligning with them, boy. Them is not your people. Them is not your people. And you keep on rocking with them because they liberal. Picking everything and everyone above you. And you just signing up for it. Yeah, girl. Uh-huh. I roll with them. I stand with Joy Reid and them. I stand with all of them. If you don't go get that water out that well, I don't know what to tell you. You better hurry up and get that water out that well, because make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. Shout out to y'all. Hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification. You know what I'm saying? Got the nerve to be talking about anybody over here. Let me read some of these super chats. I guess it's one of them shows. Wednesdays has been wild lately. I don't know what's wrong with me on a Wednesday. I like Billy Ray Valentine, though. Said, miss my AD. Was traveling and your skin is popping. Billy Ray, you know I love you. You know I love my Ray. Big M Dub says, shout out to you, my adopted California brethren. Facts. Kenneth Grigsby says, I own rental property blocks from that area. Great job, Ice and Trump. Molly, get your homeboy. Molly love what I say. Molly be supporting me. Molly be just cracking up. She think I'm so cute. Oh my God, Anton, you're so cute. Molly love me. Y'all can never turn Molly against me. Nobody will ever be able to. Molly is going to be like, get him more. Miss Salah says, here come more of these Nigerian rumors. You ain't no real American Joy Reid, says George Everett. I appreciate you, George. Hey, D, was her basket made underwater? Underwater basket weaving degree. Facts. Ain't no beating the Nigerian allegations now. That's cool. That's cool. Miss Salat says they not welcoming you back in Soaring Eagle Casino. No, they kicked me out of Hollywood Casino, Greektown. What is odd to me is that you come to America, fight and complain about what it's not giving you, but never complain about the country that failed you enough for you to come across the United States of America. Talk about it, Jamal. Talk about it, bro. Hey, shout out Miriam. Shout out to Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. You know, Pittsburgh is that's my stuff right there. Pittsburgh, I love Pittsburgh. What up, Tanea? What up, everybody? What up, everybody inside of the chat? Make sure y'all Hit a like for the algorithms to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Listen, for my snow bunnies and my snow hares that watch the show, because I know it's a lot of them. I ran into somebody that live on my floor. He said, Anton, I love your stuff. I love your stuff. Me and my daughter, we watch every day. What about that girl that was on the train? Crazy, right? Shout out to my snow bunnies and my snow hares that low-key be rocking with everything that I say. Shout out to my snow bunnies and snow hares, white people. You know why I like y'all so much? Because I'm more closer connected to what y'all got going on than these booty scratchers. They not even from here. At least we fought the good fight against each other. You know what I'm saying? We fight Civil War. We freedom bus rode with each other. We from generations. We've been getting into it for a long time. Now we decided that we wanted to make peace. And now we got somebody in here trying to divide us up. What up, Tim? Black people and white people that have been here for a long time, we finally figured it out. We took all of the property from the Indians, sent them to the reservations. Now we trying to figure this out and be able to take over America completely. And we got some people that ain't even from here got some say-so. What? Who you talking to? Rightfully came over here and rediscovered a land that was already having people here. Shout out to the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria and Christopher Columbus. Took credit for that. That's what winners do. They take ownership and they just run roughshod. We discovered a country that already had people here. We planted our flag here, gave them chicken pox, sent them to the reservations, to the outer badlands of the worst areas in the United States of America, the parts that don't have no crops, and allowed for them to continue to have crystal meth and all of the drugs to put on each other. And we gave them a couple casinos. And now we trying to figure out how to get this land together. And we got people outside of the country that ain't never been here before. We not going to let them do to us what y'all did to them, what y'all did to them other folks. Abe the Hunter. We not going to let them come in here and do that to us. No, listen, no. We not going to let them rediscover the country and then rename it. What the fuck out of here? Who you talking to? Get on out of here. You think that we about to let y'all come in and do the same thing that they did to the Indians? Niggas, you crazy? Y'all ever been to a reservation? Drug trade is out of control. They sell more drugs on the Indian reservation than anywhere else. Busting it down for a real one. A single baby mama epidemic is crazy over there at the Indian reservation. Now we about to go like them. Nah, we not doing that shit. We taking this bitch back. Taking this land back. Put my Columbus Day flags back up here. That's gangster. That's the most gangster dude that I ever seen in my entire life. Came over and said, Sarah, go get that flag. We planting roots right down here. What's up, y'all? Who gonna say something about it? Ain't no more gangster than that. Ain't nothing more gangster than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with it. I like it. You take what you want. You don't sit there and negotiate with people. We take what we want. Y'all ready to continue on with the show? Let's get to it. What we got going on next? Oh, it's the 15th. You know what the 15th is? It's payday, baby. It's payday, baby. The 15th is payday, baby. Yeah. For most of us. For most of us. If you're getting government benefits, I know you're probably on edge, pulling all of the rest of your edges out that you already lost. The edge thief is working. If you a TSA agent, I know y'all letting everything through the airport right now. Don't lose your job. You know what I'm saying? If you're a part of the military, be blessed. If you're a part of the military, be blessed. If you're an air traffic controller, you're getting partial pay. All right? If you didn't know, if you haven't checked your bank account this morning, if you're wondering why it's a little short, you're going to get that back pay when we open up the government, when the Democrats decide that they want to stand down on this whole healthcare for illegal migrant situation. All right? Okay? If you're an air traffic controller, you're going to get partial pay. Now, the Trump administration is working its hardest to make sure that you guys get sufficient pay, because we got a little bit of a, we got some extras over here in the corner. Because, let me go see what we got over here. Yeah, because we've been tariffing. We've been tariffing niggas for a little while now. And so what we got going on right now is we got some extra money. You know what I'm saying? We got some extra dollars. So we going to get the military paid. We going to get them snaps on the petrol. You got some snaps on the petrol? We getting the military paid because we got some extra tariff money over here that we've been putting up for a rainy day, So we going to keep our ICE members paid, Homeland Security. We got the military in tow, but some of y'all only going to get partial pay and the rest of y'all getting laid off. That's the way it's going. We ain't got no extra money for nobody. No extra money from nobody. That's it. That's all we got. We paying essential members. We're paying essential members. And so if you are an air traffic controller, you better call your local legislation. You better call Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and call all of these Democrats and let them know we need 60 votes. We need 60 votes to get the government back open for you to go and get your bag. All right. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. We got a live stream coming up. I'm going to put that inside of the Patreon for the exact date and time, all of that stuff. But this is what's going on with air traffic controllers.
Taking a live look at the U.S. Capitol now, where the Senate is expected to hold another vote tonight on the Republicans' proposal to fund the government.
All right, this comes as the shutdown has hit the 2-week mark, and air traffic controllers are now working on reduced paychecks.
Fox 5's Richard Jacobs is live at LaGuardia Airport with a closer look at how this stalemate is impacting U.S. air travel. Richard, what's the latest?
On this 14th day of the government shutdown, Natasha and Steve, air traffic controllers are going to work with reduced pay. And in 2 weeks, they may go to work with no pay at all, mandated as essential workers to go to work. And some of the most stressed out workers in the country, they call themselves, they say that this could be detrimental for air travel in the future. Today, outside of LaGuardia Airport, members of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association were informing passengers about the effects of the shutdown, at least when it comes to flying. Today marks that first official day that air traffic controllers receive only a partial paycheck. And in 2 weeks, if this shutdown continues, their pay goes away completely. Air traffic controllers, as essential workers, they have to show up to work with pay or without. That includes overtime 6 days a week and up to 10 hours a day. They're now coming to a reality, a harsh reality, that they may be forced to find a second job to pay their bills.
The job's stressful enough as it is that now you're adding this factor of, hey, when am I going to get that next paycheck? Some controllers, some other government employees live paycheck to paycheck, unfortunately. And this is an added stress that they don't need.
Got you, Oot Milk. I'm on it, baby.
So how does it affect travelers? Well, for starters, it could mean severe delays at major airports. It's already taking place. We saw it in Newark last week and in major hubs like Atlanta and Denver. As for safety, though, there are contingency plans in place to protect the air traffic control system. But that doesn't mean travelers aren't concerned.
It does worry me, and I don't know why they can't come together and figure something out, because everybody's hurting when something like this happens.
Say if this was a labor strife issue, right? Like if, there are essential services that you can't let go on strike. Right. But if it's not even their choice not to work, what is the point of forcing them?
So once the shutdown ends, air traffic controllers would most likely receive their back pay in a lump sum. That's what the president had signed into law during his first term. But most recently, he has suggested that Congress has to sign off on it, and it's not a sure bet. So will these air traffic controllers eventually get paid once this government shutdown ends, or will they just be working for free?
I have shelved, for the most part. I was actually scheduled to go to Croatia within the next few weeks, within the next couple of weeks. And so my anticipation is that this stalemate, hopefully at some point, hopefully, you get a few Democrats that say, you know what, this is out of control. I can't continue to have this on my conscience. I can't continue to let my constituents suffer. I can't let anybody else get laid off. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross the aisle and I'm going to make sure that I align with the people that actually have the best interests of the American people at heart. Hopefully, right? So we pushed our flight out to, middle of November. I'm going to head over to Croatia. We're going to have a good time. I heard that they party hard over there in Crow. You know what I'm saying? It's really beautiful out there in a lot of places. And so we're going to spend some time out there in Crow. All right. But in the meantime, your federal government, because I don't feel like getting stuck in no airport. I don't want nobody telling me what I can and can't do. Pilots, all of these people, now they getting partial pay and stuff like that. And you know what's happening. When you start to mess up with people's money, that don't go well. It don't go well. Anything could be fixed as long as the money is good. You know what I'm saying? Got into a little kerfuffle. Your chick is tripping about it. She'll let it go. She ain't tripping about it. You know why? Because the money is good. Money is good. Family doing a little bit of bickering back and forth. They'll forgive you. Not a big deal. You know why? Because the money is good. The money is good. Kids a little frustrated, acting like they got a little bit of bad attitude. They'll be okay. You know why? Because the money is right. The money is good. But let me tell you something. When the money start getting bad, when the money get low, the one thing that I know, the two things is for certain. How you know I'm going to Zagreb? Black Rambo, what you know about Zagreb? Yeah, I'm going to be up in the zag. But see, the one thing that I know is that arguments turn into full-blown almost breakups when the money ain't right. Because you lose all of your credibility and you lose the leverage. You know what I'm saying? It seems like your beard can't get straight for whatever reason. It gets a little bit crooked. You can't get it lined up as much. For whatever reason, it's like your teeth is in a funny mirror. Your teeth don't be as straight as it used to be. You start seeing a little bit of yellowing. You don't know why, because you've been brushing them just as much. You can't lose as much weight as you can lose before because for whatever reason, the money not being right, it just makes everything weird. But when you get your money right, everything change. Go straight to the barber. Car is looking good. You got a full tank of gas. You got more money in the bank account left over after you get fresh. New pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? The baby looking full. Got full bellies. The girls, they out there, they go, okay, honey, we about to go out. I'll see you later. They start making you lunch. They make you dinner. You got a full refrigerator. It's nothing like having a full refrigerator. When the refrigerator is full, everybody is happy. When the refrigerator is full, everybody is happy. Nobody trips. Everything just get brushed under the water. You slipped up a little bit, did a little bit too much flirting over the weekend. Because I seen that girl looking at me, and you could just pull her close. You just grab her arm a little bit. Man, that girl ain't thinking about you. Come here for a minute. I ain't thinking about nobody but you. I know. I'm just possessive over you. I don't be wanting nobody. I want you all to myself. I know, girl. It's crazy like that, ain't it? Life is good. You start looking over the city, planning your next trip, seeing when the next opportunity going to present itself. But when the money is messed up and you decided that the girl wanted, you didn't even flirt that time. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even paying no attention to that chick that time. But she gave you a little wink. Now everybody it's about to be a full-blown fight up in that mug. She gonna fight her, then she gonna fight you when you get home. And before she walked in to confront you, she seen a shutoff notice right there on the table. What you gonna do? Before she went in there to confront you, because it ain't gonna be no pulling close. Who was that? You know her? Because she was eyeing me all night. You see how she talked to you? She talked to you like that because she seen that shutoff notice and she know that she going to have to go and get a job now to help you out. Now you going 50-50. Now you taking her paycheck. Now you took her paycheck. You know what I'm saying? She don't feel like she got nothing to, now she talking to you about her friends. Girl, I'm going to stick by him, but it's only because we got kids together. You know, what else am I going to do, huh? Don't nobody want her. Don't nobody want me because I got kids with this nigga over here. Don't nobody want me. Making him feel bad. And you talking just loud enough so that he can hear you. Cause I wish I had good lights up in this mug. Even when the lights is on, it seemed like we can't get no new light bulbs. Can anybody get a 12-volt battery, or we just gonna have the smoke detector on every single day? Then Q hit you up. Island Girl Q, get you an invite. Hey, you want to come on the Anton Daniels channel with the little bit of internet that you got left? Yes, I want to come on the Anton Daniels channel. And then you knew I ain't never seen you before, so I come backstage, and before we go online, I say, look how cute you are. Hey, who are you from? I'm from Chicago, where all of the migrants are. You ever been to Detroit? Then this nigga sitting there in the background watching TV. I told you not to go on the show. And now he mad at you because you on the Anton Daniels channel when I just gave you a compliment. All I asked you was, you ever been to visit the city? I didn't say that I was going to bring you here. I just said, did you ever visit the city? You know what I'm saying? This is the way that it... Then I give her a contract because I invite her over to the after hour show. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't expecting the bag at the end of the month. Oh my God, you're so helpful. You trying to figure out where she got that extra money from, but you can't really confront her because now she helping you with the bills, nigga. Now she got enough to pay for both car notes. Where you get all that money from? Oh, Anton gave me that because, you know what? He said that I'm valuable. He said that we be live streaming together. I don't like that nigga. It's something about him. He might not even be from the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's a sellout. He hate black women. All because you on furlough, my nigga. You better start asking the government to get this open.
New details tonight on the 4 people found dead this week inside a San Francisco home. That tops.
Person wishes to remain anonymous.
Oh, that's an old story. Hold on, let me get the new story up. We got the old story. Sorry about that. That's the old story. We gonna get the new story. We still talking about furloughs. My bad.
Members of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association will be handing out information to travelers. They'll be at airports all around the country today to explain the effects of the shutdowns. One of those airports is Reagan National. The Air Traffic Controllers Association says today is the first day workers aren't getting a full paycheck, and the ongoing shutdown is making it hard to keep employees on the job. News 4's Megan McGrath has more on what this means for you.
Hi, good morning. I'm an unpaid air traffic controller. Travelers taking flights out of Reagan National were handed informational leaflets explaining the impact of the government shutdown on air travel. Air traffic controllers got their first partial paycheck today because of the shutdown on October.
You know why women get into the Bible heavy? You know why women get into the Bible heavy? Y'all ever notice how women get into the Bible super heavy? Remove Carrie out of this conversation because this has nothing to do with Carrie whatsoever. Carrie is my homegirl. I would never say anything about Carrie. Remove Carrie out of this. Carrie's just genuinely a straight up good person that just loves Jesus. All right. You ever notice why women start studying and praying more fervently? It's because they trying to hold. Forget all of this story. I'm going to tell you what's really happening. The reason why women start getting real spiritual and biblical sometimes, this is my tariff bag. We got extra tariff dollars in here. So we got that. And so we're going to pay all of the government work. We're going to pay the military and we're going to pay food snaps and benefits for the baby mamas. We're going to keep the kids fed. So this is the tariff bag right here. Do you know why women start praying extra hard and they start getting more fervent in their spirituality? Because they praying that God keep them. I'm telling you, they looking for some extra to hold them down in their situation when they know they can do better. You know what I'm saying? They looking for that extra. They looking for for something to give them, you know what I'm saying, that extra, that second win to hold their relationship down. They looking for some confirmation. Lord, you said where 2 or 3 are gathered in your name. There you are in the midst of thee. She going to Bible study, interceding to the angels, talking to the cherubims on your behalf. She praying for you, dog. She praying for you. She trying to tell Jesus to help her keep the faith. Because you furloughed and you won't go get a second job. You keep playing PlayStation, got your Xbox up. Keep on watching TV. You know all of the new shows. Keep on telling her you waiting for the government to open back up so that you can get your paycheck so you can go back to work. Don't get no new skills. Ain't got no new businesses, no new hobbies. You won't do nothing. She praying, dog. Janice, Latoya, Janice, she praying, Lord, hold me down. Make sure I hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is the bag today. We chasing bags today. Let me go green. Shout out to MSU. I'm going green today. I'm tariffing people today. Because it's a government shutdown. I'm tariffing people today because it's a government shutdown. When they join a woman's group, it's over. Big. Oh, who else can women trust? Me. Women can trust me. Trust Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I'm the surest thing that you got. I turned 30 today. Any advice? Shout out to More Than Mellow turning 30 today. Yup. Focus 100% on becoming a chaser. Bag chasing. Chasers. Focus on getting that bag, bro. Ain't nothing better than rewarding yourself from running it up. Christopher Evans with a couple of super chats says, good morning, AD. I just got my second job. Now every Wednesday is a payday for me. Talk to him. Shout out to the chasers and happy hump day, y'all. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. You also says, I'm planning a Christmas trip to San Antonio, Texas for a week. Is it okay to plan a trip now, considering the government is shut down? It depends on when your trip is going to be. I mean, if it's within the next month or two, I'm pretty sure that you should be all right. Can't imagine that it's going to be closed much longer than that. Offensive TikToker says, how we get a deal done with Hamas but not the Dems? Ain't that the truth? We got world peace, but we can't get a deal done here in the United States of America to keep the government open. Rob Barrett in the building said, I'm headed to Detroit this weekend and recommendations on where to go for 2 40+ couples. Thanks. What are you talking about? Dinner, events, what? What we talking about? We got a Lions game this weekend. We got Zuzu. That's going to be nice and sexy. Prime and Proper, D Prime. If you staying somewhere, you should either stay at the Shinola, Book Cadillac, or MGM. Motor City is pretty cool too. I don't recommend Hollywood because they don't be wanting to let me in no more. It's dope. It's so many different things to do, so much to see. Shoot, it's a Pistons game, I think, that's coming up tomorrow. Ain't it a Pistons game tomorrow? Preseason game? I think it's going to be a preseason game happening. It's a lot to do in the city, bro. It's a whole lot to do in the city. You can catch the Q line, is free. People Mover free. Riverwalk, make sure you go on the Riverwalk. We also got a new park opening. It's a 22-acre park that's opening along the Riverwalk that's coming up. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. It's a lot to do, bro. It's a whole lot to do. So no shortage of things to get yourself into if you want to get involved out here. It's a lot to do, bro. Woo! Running it up. Let me see what else we got going on. What up, Lex? Says you don't know how good God is to see the morning show today, AD. Salute. You know I was praying for you yesterday. I got your back. I got your messages and I got your back. Black Order. I'm glad that everything is well too. Black Order says a hole's final form is a religious woman. I don't know, man. I don't know. They trying to stay faithful. I never miss your movie dialogue references. I had a homeboy just like A-Wax. Yo, pump my shit. Pump my shit. Hey, you know me and Slimmy, we planning on doing a movie conversation, movie review conversation this weekend. We piloted a new show. We gonna pilot it on Sunday and see how it goes. So we got a couple movies that we gonna be watching and paying attention to based off of the release dates, and we might throw a couple series in there. And then we're going to see how that grow into it. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. You will make a new revenue stream with the animated version of your stories. Yeah, I can do an animated version of my stories. Why not? Latasia, what up, Tisha? Says Anton, that's why I rejoined the Bag Chasers, because you share and teach uncompromising real deets. I appreciate your gift and knowledge, and I appreciate you rocking out with me, baby. Talk to them. Talk to them. And it ain't even until people... they had let their membership lapse until they realize, you know what? I got to get back in here. Jamani says, AD, I'll leave for Japan on Sunday for 20 days. It's a long time, bro. I don't know if I could do it for 20 days. Thanks to you and the Bag Chasers, everything is fully paid for and still making money in my brokerage account. Run it up, Jamani. Make sure you still tuned in. You know they like the complete opposite. They like 12 hours behind or 4. So whenever it's night, it's day. Whenever it's day, it's night. Yeah. Praise Allah, says Malik L. Praise Allah. All right, y'all ready to continue on with the show? We getting it, Zaber Fang. We getting it. We going to get there. I don't know. Y'all want us to throw a Tubi movie review in there or something? We gonna pilot it, and then we're going to get some feedback from the people. Let me put the tariff bag up, because I've been tariffing people. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got on the docket here. We talked about government shutdowns, air traffic control. We got ICE. We got ICE taking care of Chicago. All right. Let's go with one more popular culture situation, and then we going straight into the money. All right. We got 3 money subjects, maybe 2, depending on time, but 3 money subjects. But before we do that, let's go into one more thing. Let's spend 10 minutes on this situation, and we're going to go from there. All right. So I heard this was happening over in Charlotte. I heard Charlotte was being a little bit dusty. Is that true?
They were throwing explosives, like firework-looking explosives. All like the people were out running, and there was about probably 25, 30 cop cars. But that cop car lighting on fire because of the explosives was insane.
Boston cops under attack when
Oh,
a street.
Boston. So this is in the safest city allegedly in America, not Charlotte. The name of the person that was talking with Charlotte. This is actually happening in Boston, all right?
Takeover descends into chaos. At one point, agitators shoot fireworks at a squad car, causing it to burst into flames. Look at that, with an officer trapped inside. Now, as the crowd continued to wreak havoc, two suspects, an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, were arrested and charged with assaulting a police officer. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kaylee Mack.
Back that up. It's about time. It's about time. See, you're going to mess around and find out. Now, the one in the wife beater, did y'all know? I talked to Fleece. Yeah, I have to admit it. I talked to Fleece. I said, Fleece, who are the people that catch the most L's inside of prison?
Sir Anton. You know what it is? You know who the person is? I get the most L's inside of the prisons.
I said, who is it, Fleece?
It's some white boys. Some white boys.
I said, why the white boys?
I said, I don't know. They got their hair, and it goes down the back of their butt, and they can make it grow out. And for whatever reason, the white boys, when they hit the prison yard on the first time, they getting chills. They getting chills.
You know, because Fleece, he talk like he still ain't got no teeth, right?
They get chills. You know. And them white boys, they're different. You know, they don't really put up a fight. They don't put up a fight like you would think that they do. As for that, they want to go home. They want to go home. And because they want to go home, they do whatever. So all you got to do is just approach them and say, I want you and I got to have you. And they're going. They're going and they're going all night long.
I said, really, Fleece?
Yeah. Ain't nothing. Nothing. I love me a white boy. White boys are different. They're different.
I said, okay, Fleece. Now, what you got right here is two young snow hares. Two young snow hares, and I already know that they wasn't supposed to be doing what they supposed to be doing because I can tell the way that they dress. I could tell the way that they dressed. They wasn't supposed to be there. They decided that they wanted to get a little bit extra. They wanted to assault some police officers, and now they facing charges. Now they facing charges because they snuck out the house and they wasn't supposed to be there.
In charge with assaulting a police officer. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kaylee McEnany. Here with my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Emily Campagno. Also joining us, Molly Hemingway.
I like her.
Kaylee McEnany. Here with my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Emily Campagno.
Harris got the longest neck of any black woman that I've ever seen in my entire life. And that woman right there is a fresher water, a good fresher drink of water. I love me a long neck black woman. Love me a long neck black woman. So tall drink of water. Long neck black woman. Love that long neck. It ain't even wrinkled like Kamala Harris's.
Campagno. Also joining us, Molly Hemingway, Fox News contributor, and joining us on the couch.
Now this one.
For the first time, we're excited to have him, John Ashbrook, co-hoster, and joining
this
us
one right here. Come on, baby. You see all the rest of these women up here? Look at these. Look at these women. Let me show you.
Police officer. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kaylee McEnany. Here with
Kaylee out here Looking like she could be a Hannah, a Kaylee, a Mackenzie. You know, she fit the mold. Got the highlights. Probably got some extensions in her hair. Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
My co-host Harris Faulkner and Emily
Harris over there with the long neck and the
Campagno.
pearls,
Also
accentuating her neck. Then you got this diversity, equity, and inclusion hire looking gorgeous, and she got her cross on there. All of these women, well put together.
Joining us, Molly Hemingway, Fox News.
Come on, baby. You know you're looking frumpy. Come on. You got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight for your right to party.
Contributor and joining us on the couch for the first time. We're excited to have him, John Ashbrook, co-host of the Ruthless podcast. Welcome. Well, the president of the Boston Police Union says his officers were always targets.
It has happened the last couple of years on a single incident or maybe a couple of incidents through the summer where it used to be drag racers would come in. They'd come in 1, 2, 3 in the morning, separate communities, spin the tires, make a bunch of smoke, and then go on their way. And we would monitor them, rightfully so. But what happened last weekend got out of control. It went through 4 different communities, ended up here at a couple of locations in Boston. And each location that they went to in this past incident, it appears as though they got more aggressive. And when they ended up in the downtown South End section of Boston, that pretty much, in our opinion, looked premeditated. They knew what they were going to do, and they were hell-bent on attacking police officers.
Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey pledged to put an end to this dangerous trend.
Anyone who engages in that conduct will be found and will be held accountable to the furthest extent of the law.
Lies.
I just want to be really clear that we have zero tolerance for this in the state. Some of the perpetrators are from Massachusetts. Other perpetrators are coming into Massachusetts. But whether you're in Massachusetts or you think about coming to Massachusetts, you are not welcome to engage in that conduct at any.
Nobody is afraid of you. We've seen how you guys treated illegal migrants and how you treated them with the best of care and how you made sure that all of the criminals were absolutely positively in a good, comfortable bed, and that when they wasn't in a good, comfortable bed until you found them one, that you decided to use the Boston airport at night to let them sleep while you found them a good, comfortable place to stay. So we're not convinced, okay? We're not convinced. I think that this trend will continue, and the street takeovers, they don't have any respect because they was able to burn down a police car and the majority of them got away.
Anytime, in any place, anywhere in this state.
But lighting a cop car on fire in Boston was just the finale for these vandals. Earlier in the night, crowds at other street takeovers across the state shot fireworks at cops, almost hit an officer with a possible stolen car, and blocked crucial roads leading to a hospital. Emily, yet again, we see this, an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, this time assault and battery. And my question is, how do you stop these individuals? This seems like an intervention point when someone's 18 or 19 years old from becoming a career criminal who could go on to perpetrate other violent crimes.
Yeah, you stop through deterrence, and that means enforcing the laws, and that means equipping the judges with some type of a modicum of control and influence over the outcome, so they don't sit there and say, my hands are tied, they're juveniles, so we're going to put them through family court. They'll be.
Jay Reed says, Anton, would you live in Boston? I like Boston, to be honest with you. I did. I like Boston a lot. Boston had a really good public transportation system. I had a good experience in Boston. I have a good experience in most places. Only place that I didn't have a good experience in is Portland. I think that Portland was a piece of shit. I even had a good experience in Gary, Indiana. Boston was really dope. Expensive. All of the restaurants down there in Boston, on the outside of the restaurant, they got the inspection for, whatever it is that when you go into the restaurant or whatever it is, say it's an A or a B or whatever it is, it gives a grade for all of the restaurants and stuff like that. I haven't been to Boston since before the pandemic. But when I went to Boston, they public library, all of that stuff was really dope. So would I live in Boston? I could live in Boston, but Boston is very, very expensive to live in. I'll tell you that. Boston is very, very, very expensive to live in. Very expensive to live. If you ain't getting money, don't move to Boston because you're going to have a less than ideal experience.
Out in 2 seconds. Look, what I see here is a pattern that's very frightening, and to me it's reflective of the prior administration's lax policies and the Democrat and liberal DAs that have been allowed to foment and fester in all of these Democrat cities. And that is that out-of-state agitators, out-of-area agitators come and join what they were sort of describing as a ruckus. I mean, you heard the police union chief talk about it, the president talk about, look, it used to be, drag racing on the streets. Who hasn't done that? That's been there since the 50s, whatever, right? Now, he says, throughout the night, it was escalating in violence, escalating in targeting, and then culminating in what I see as an enhancement, by the way, that can receive the death penalty. If you shoot an explosive incendiary device at a car with a cop inside, that is absolutely death penalty eligible. So I think here they're making the right statements, but now we need to see it backed up with arrests and with sentences that are commensurate with the crime, not the ages.
Yeah, it's a great point, Harris, especially when you look and you have the union saying that the city was hell-bent, that these individuals were hell-bent on attacking law enforcement officers. We see this in Portland, and people like to infantilize the kids there. They're on a naked bike ride in Portland. No, they tried to burn down a place that law enforcement inhabits in a nice facility, and here again, targeting a guy in a car with a fire.
Yeah, I just want to visit this idea, though,
That's
that
crazy.
Somehow
Did they just run into it?
Working through aggression and trying to get older. I mean, these are men. These are men and women of adult ages. At that age, at 18, you could fight in a war for this country.
Facts.
They've decided to take their anger and purpose their violence toward,
I don't even
know.
remember. When did I
don't even
visit
know what you
Boston?
call it.
When did I visit Boston? Let me see something. Oh, that was well over 7 years ago. The last time that I've been to Boston was 7 years ago. I forgot that I had even went to Boston. Yep. Let me see.
Place is kind of dope. About to check out this menu. About to plug in right there.
I've been vlogging for a long time, bro.
I didn't know any better. This is Chicago. Do confessions. This is literally, this is the layout. It's just open all the time. Not know whether to eat this.
Yeah, Boston was interesting. I like Boston. Boston was cool. I didn't have no luggage. It was a spirit of moment trip. So I just flew there and it was just, you know what I'm saying, just having time. I spent like 24 hours in Boston. So, yep. Boston was cool. I like Boston a lot. But apparently crime is taking over and they decided that they wanted to continue to have illegal migrants.
This because it's dangerous. So I like a one strike you're out theory for this particular age group. And Emily's right. So you make the punishment fit the crime, but you don't wait for it to be 2 and 3 strikes before you get tough on them.
It's like 7, 8 years ago.
We are living in a place right now in America where soft on crime policies have gotten out of hand. So maybe they started when they were young and have just gotten better at it now. Well, then let's have that tougher conversation legally with them while they're still young.
John, I wonder where this attitude and this disrespect for police comes from. And I started thinking about it, and I think back to 2014, 2015.
Y'all be surprised, bro. I've documented, it's places that I forgot that I've been to, bro. It's literally places that I forgot that I've been to. So tripped out that I've been to so many places and I've documented so many places. And all of that stuff is still there.
Some of the narratives that were sown during the Obama administration around Michael Brown, hands up, don't shoot. And then Obama's DOJ comes out and says, hey, nope, nothing to see here. That was lawful self-defense. Kamala doubled down on the false narrative many years later. I bring that up because people have been taught, it's been sown in their head politically to disrespect police, disrespect law enforcement. And we know the bad apple in law enforcement is the rare exception. These are heroic men and women.
Yeah, cops have a very, very difficult job. And I have a bunch of friends who are cops. I've got friends who are cops during riots. I've got friends who are cops at the point that you're talking about in our country where, unfortunately, just the mood against police went way, way bad. I remember a friend of mine was taking his daughter to soccer practice, and he got off his shift and he was in uniform. And people at soccer practice were like looking at him, giving him side eye. Somebody walked up and made a comment to him. And they already have a difficult job enough as it is dealing with all of these things that you saw in the video, that like you need that support from the officials. And of course, now the governor of Massachusetts seems to be saying the right things, but how are they actually going to back it up? You know, the mayor of Boston has been very anti-police throughout her tenure. We know, and you mentioned Portland, in the state of Oregon, they spend more money on illegal health care than they do for cops.
Yeah, I mean, you took.
Jay, the executive, says, I live in the, well, first of all, they have this whole anti-police movement, defund the police movement. That's been a thing. Jay, the executive, says, I live in New Orleans and hate the way people talk, but the dialect in Boston is next level. Have I been to New Orleans? Or have I documented New Orleans? Let me see something.
This could be any day in August.
Seriously?
Yeah. New Orleans, they lie to you. New Orleans never lays down, man.
Yep. I documented New Orleans too, so I've documented all of these places, man. Yeah. Tom was out here in these streets. I actually got stopped because I had probably 40 different places that I was supposed to go and visit and document, but the pandemic actually slowed me down, and so I couldn't. I got slowed down. I couldn't necessarily document everywhere. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Do you think the Epstein files are the main catalyst for the speaker not calling the House back in session? I don't, Tanisha. I don't. Listen, if there was anything in my opinion in those files, then they would have released it during the Biden administration when they was trying to destroy Trump completely. When they were trying to destroy Trump completely, they would have released those files back then, in my opinion. So, Tanea says, hey, D in the bag chaser, showing love. Appreciate you. Jesus Christ is king. Shout out to my girl, Tanea. I appreciate you also. AR Smitty says, not now this one. Yep. Shout out to all of y'all. Yep. I think that New Orleans was probably, New Orleans is not a place to raise children, number one. And then number two, I will also tell you that New Orleans probably had some of the weirdest spirits. Like if you're a spiritual person and you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out whether or not something is rubbing you wrong or whatever, New Orleans is one of those places where you're going to be weirded the hell out, bro. Every fucking corner got a voodoo, spiritual stuff and all of that. I heard that it be women down there that be in them shops, that be owning them shops, and they put this little spirit dust sometimes on it. So when you coming in and it falls on you, and then they be cursing you and stuff. Man, New Orleans is crazy, bro. New Orleans is absolutely crazy, man. If you ever wanted to go to a place and you was trying to figure out whether or not it makes sense, New Orleans is insane, man. Let me see something. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and they just start. A lot of big backs. A lot of big backs in New Orleans.
Wild Wild West. Really far away from Bourbon Street.
That's New Orleans, bro. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Next thing you know, a new party just started up right in the middle of the night. So, but it's a lot of demonic spirits, in my opinion, down there in New Orleans. So you got to kind of be careful because you'll have some stuff on you and you can't figure out why your life can't get right and all of that stuff. And you don't even realize that it's somebody that didn't put a curse on you because you done walked in the wrong store at the wrong place. Molly says big girls need love too. Been all over this country. I love the United States of the Americas. I love the United States of the Americas. I want to spin over really quickly because somebody sent this to me in my email today. So the next few things that we talk about, we going to 100% be dialed into the money, all right? The next 3 things that we talking about, we're 100% dialed into the money, all right? And I found this interesting because I'm a fan, right? I'm a very, very big fan of Gil's Arena. Well, it was called Gil's Arena, and now he said that they renamed it to the Arena, and I thought that he was just doing it from a marketing perspective because, you know, they were starting to expand it into football and all of that stuff. And I've been a huge, huge fan of Gil's Arena because I think that there's a shortage of good shows that actually talk about NBA basketball, dedicated to and only talk about NBA basketball, right? But somebody sent this to me because Gil was live streaming on his channel talking about different basketball subjects, and it had like a panel style thing. And if you went over to Gil's Arena, which formerly named Gil's Arena, but now it's called the Arena, which it has over 1 million subscribers, it's completely changed. It seemed like they're not really talking about basketball as much anymore. And I'm like, what is going on? The numbers kind of dropped a little bit, and he discussed it on here. Check it out. Now, this is not about sports. This is about money and ownership, okay? Let me say that again. This segment of the show right now is not about sports. It's about money and ownership. We're going to talk about it in a second.
Y'all is acting like it's somebody else's arena. It's Gil's Arena. So why y'all only doing it twice?
No, it's the Arena. The YouTube channel formerly known as Gil's Arena.
Can y'all talk about that though?
Can we talk about what?
How like the new season?
I mean,
you probably know as much as.
I was gonna ask how often y'all gonna do it.
2 times a week. 2 times a week, brother.
Oh man.
Hey, we a podcast.
We already show, yeah. We already show.
I just wanted to see how often y'all was gonna do it, you know, because I see other things going on. So I was just asking.
Well, according to reports, I know you're trying to be messy and instigate, but according to reports,
I'm not. I'm asking a question.
Hey,
this is
messy.
This is
be
a very
messy, Lo.
No, this is a very serious question.
Be messy, please. We need it.
I'm just asking how often y'all gonna do the show on a week to week basis. How often?
We've gotten 2 full days to do the show. We'll be on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Just 2?
That's the information we were given. 2 days.
Yeah, not 5.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Not like go from 4 to 5. We're gonna go from 4 to 2. You see them 3? You see them 3 trophies right there? 1, 2, 3. That's 2025. That's what we won, and then we won 2025.
What are these awards?
We won Telly Awards. We won some Telly Awards, and we won Webby Awards.
I know Webby. I don't know about no Telly.
Yeah, we won Telly and Webby's, and we got 2 days now.
Why are y'all niggas acting like it's somebody else's arena? It's Gil's Arena. So why y'all only doing it twice?
No, nigga, it's the Arena. Soon as the cops put their motherfucking cuffs on my crip, the Gil was taken off. That shit went from Gil to duh.
Not even duh, Gil. THE, the correct, regular, grammatically correct spelling.
THE.
Now, duh, I could have rolled with him. Like, all right, shit, I can't even.
All right,
a little bit.
All right,
here we got this.
What does that say on that, Brandon? I can't read. My eyes, my vision is blurry now.
It's presented to Gil's Arena for passing 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
It does say Gil's Arena on that.
Yeah, we going crazy, but we only own 2 times.
Why you got the small one?
Huh?
Why you got a small one?
Is there?
I don't know. They didn't give us the big. I don't know why the big ones didn't come out.
I don't know.
They switched them though. The big ones are. They don't do the big ones no more.
What?
Do they?
You got a big one behind you.
Yeah, that's from Nightcap. That was the year before.
How did he get an award for Nightcap just because he was on Nightcap? Do they do multiple? Do they give everybody like? Can you do a request for the amount of awards that you want to have distributed? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand that. Now, this is the first time that I actually heard that the size of the awards have changed once you get past 1 million subscribers. So I'm looking forward to actually getting mine in the mail and being able to see exactly what that looks like. But again, I want to have a conversation about something bigger. But let me play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna give you my commentary.
That's tough.
Yeah, that was a Nightcap one, and then the following year they came with the small joints.
So I got a trivia question for you guys. It's a multi-part question. The chat, you can chime in as well. What was the most viewed sports show on YouTube in January of 2025?
January? You mean January, February, March, April, May, June? What?
And July. Okay.
Gil's Arena?
Oh, you mean all the way until we took a break?
Y'all say he was on Nightcap every Wednesday. Yeah, I get that part, but I didn't know that you get multiple awards. I thought that you only get one award per channel, or maybe that was just for the 100,000 mark. Like when you pass 100,000 and you get the YouTube award for passing 100,000. I don't know. Maybe you can get more than one award for passing a 1 million mark. Maybe you can ask for that or something like that. I don't know, but let me continue.
Until we take a break.
Oh, Gil's Arena.
Yeah, Gil's Arena, easy.
So it's like, so y'all just cut it out so so the football show can breathe, or what y'all doing?
Yeah, Lo, these are great questions.
I think we got to wait till the.
You know what it is,
Lo.
Lo?
Season's over.
And here's the business part.
You have to wait till the football season is over.
Oh, okay. So from the business
So
side,
y'all got to get the
of
fuck
it.
out the way. So.
Now, from the business side of it is when it comes to like fantasy and betting companies, for some reason, football generates more money, right? So like football season, on how everything goes every week, a lot of these companies make a lot of money during the football season. So how they're going to do for the year is depicted on football, not basketball. So no matter how great our numbers are, business-wise, football generates the most money with the fantasies and all of that. So it's not about how great our show is, it's how much money is generated through the.
I would be devastated, bro. I would be devastated 100%, man. Somebody said, did he sell out? Did he sell Gil's Arena? I don't know. I know that I had got petition for implementing gambling advertisements and stuff like that on my channel. And my people actually looked over the contract, and I looked at it with my lawyer, and see, this is why I'm very careful, and I just shelved everything, and I'm not willing to have a conversation about any kind of sponsorship until I had crossed 1 million subscribers on the Anton Daniels channel, because for me, I've learned in my lifetime in business that all money is not good money. All deals aren't good deals. They will offer you a crazy amount of money. I got offered a crazy bag based off of my views and based off of my audience. I turned it down for 2 reasons. Number one, I didn't like the verbiage in a contract in which they would have control over my IP, over my name, over my channels, and something that I built organically. And number two, I don't like gambling companies and promoting them to my people, because I feel as though that would become something that would be detrimental and negative to some of the people that subscribe to my channel. And so for me, I was like, I'm not interested in doing no business with a gambling company, regardless of how many bags that they trying to throw out there, because to me would be my version of selling out. Now, I don't know what kind of deal Gil got. I don't know what he got going on, but just based off of the information that he's presenting, it seems as though he either gave up majority ownership and we guessing, right? Either he gave up majority ownership or he gave up control in order to get the bag. And so the gambling company messed up a product that they organically built, and they literally with Kenya Martin, Rashad McCants, Brandon Jennings, Gilbert Arenas, and then you got Swaggy P, he would come in there, and you got different people that would come on the platform and stuff like that. They had it sold up. From a basketball perspective, they organically had the game sold up. It was no other podcast, no other show that were doing better and bigger numbers than Gil's Arena when it came to NBA basketball. Took a break. Next thing you know, you got Skip Bayless and all of them on there messing up the platform. They rebranded it over to the Arena after Gilbert Arenas got arrested. We didn't even know that apparently they had more control over what happened on this platform in order to get the bag. And so for me personally, I think that it was a bad move, because the minute that you can't control your own platform and you cede control over to a big company, you actually cease to be able to control the type of content that you put out, and you get compromised. Now, you said he did a 50-50. Man, I'm not giving up 1% of my company. Not one. I don't care how much money that they give me. I'm not giving these folks not 1% of my company. Why? So that they can sell their product and then be able to control how I can present myself. They can change the name of it. They can move it into something different. They can change. Man, no, listen. I'd rather, and I'm being absolute honest with y'all. I think at some point, once you become successful, you got to make a decision. And I would rather independently make $100 to $200, $250,000 a month than make $1 million, $1.5 million a month and sell off my product. People don't even know that content creators, we own our own. We are the new music business. We are the new music industry. We are the new music industry. Like, we got to own our, well, you don't have to. I think that there's certain deals depending on the type of content creator that you are, but you can own your own masters. You can own your own IP. You can determine what you're going to do with your own platform. Candace Owens. Remember when Candace Owens actually had signed over into Ben Shapiro's platform? Remember when Candace Owens signed over and she had to leave her platform behind, the one that she originally had with Ben Shapiro, and she went back to the new one, or the original one, and then she had to rebuild up the one that she got now that she got Rona. Now, thankfully, Candace Owens is a generational talent, and so but all of that work that she had, that's gone. They still own that the other Candace Owens channel that she had, all while she was signed under Ben Shapiro. Again, thankfully, she's the type of person that's a generational talent, and she was basically able to take the platform that she originally created before she went over to Ben Shapiro, and she was able to build that up, and now she got motion and she moving. But again, I'm just unwilling to do a deal to where anybody is going to take a percentage of anything that I got going on in my platform. No matter what, I want to own and control how I decide to do and whatever it is that I'm going to do, and my vision is going to be executed based off of me. I'd rather take less money and more control than more money and no control. It is. It's how Hollywood works. It's how the music industry works. Content creators been selling FouseyTube. I remember when FouseyTube, he was one of the original OG prankers, YouTubers that got big early. He sold off his stuff. It was people that was owning him. I get content houses. I get offers honest to God, every single day. We help this person get big. We help blow this person up. We blew this person up to 1 million subscribers. This and that, and so on and so forth. I've been getting that junk for years. I just delete it. I'm not doing no deals with no content houses. I don't need no advance. They'll offer you an advance. We'll give you $3 million. We'll give you this amount of dollars in order to own your content for this amount of time and all of that. And they got all of these weird stipulations. Again, I don't know how Gil's Arenas is set up. Y'all saying that he got a 50-50 deal, but then at the same time, they got control over what happens with the platform. I don't want no deals. And again, the money always seemed good, especially the upfront money. It always seemed good up front because you're going to get that lump sum and then everybody can get a portion or whatever like that. I'm always going to play the long game, and I'm always going to bet on me 100%. I'm always going to play the long game, and I'm always going to bet on me 100%. The reason that I could sit here and do what I want to do, because see, now they got to pivot the platform to where they using Gil's other channel that got 200 and some thousand subscribers. And now they're going to be doing it to where they all going to be like live streaming. Gil built the whole studio inside of his house, but he can't even control the type of content in the platform that's putting out the stuff that's on it. Yep, it's the news 360. It's the new 360. So, yeah, you get offers and stuff all the time. Honestly, I just don't think that it works for me. I'm not the offer type of guy to, hey, let me give you a percentage. Let me get a lump sum. I don't need no advance money. I'm straight. I do my own deals. I hire my own people. I got my own team. Don't need no advance money. Don't need none of that. I got my own bread, my own bags, and I'm just going to rock out how I rock out. Shh. K. Cooper, don't start that. Don't start that, K.
The sport. We were just an anomaly. We no one knew.
Now, what is it, Club 520? With Jeff Teague and them, they took over. Jeff Teague and them now, and I think, if I had to guess, that's the one that I watch. They talk about basketball all the time. I think that they may be having a deal also, and I'm not really sure exactly what their deal is. I know for a second I seen Shannon Sharp's hairline, the little silhouette of Shannon Sharp's logo up in the corner and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what kind of deal they got, none of that stuff, but I just can't do it, bro. I'd rather do no deal and go completely independent and just be pressing the CDs up in my trunk and hustling out the back of my trunk and selling it independently. I'd rather do strange music. A lot of y'all don't know what strange music is. I'd rather be strange music than sign my stuff away and be trying to do a lawsuit against UMG. Everything is a business. Everything is a business. Sometimes, a lot of times, y'all sell y'all stuff short and y'all don't even realize that the money was gonna be way bigger on the back end than what you got going on right now.
Bust out like we did, right? They had us as basketball, and they had like 9 football shows, and we was outperforming all of them combined.
Times 10.
Fight for your own
But
stuff.
you're saying y'all generate more.
Yep, y'all know y'all know who Tech Nine is. Yeah, Tech Nine is the owner of Strange Music, 100% independent. Bust down his own merch, bust down his own content, bust down his own music, everything. I'd rather be that.
For fantasy, not from a viewership standpoint.
No, we do both. We outperform everybody in both categories.
I'm saying for y'all though. I'm assuming the reason why is because they are willing to provide more for the football show.
Yeah, I guess they got a football show that they think can help them get those.
Crazy. They got a football show. We all thought that Gil was the one that owned the football show. What is it? Underdog Sports or whatever it is that they got going on. Man, these gambling companies, they out of control, bro. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like the gambling in basketball. I don't like the gambling in football. You automatically knew that it was going to come because money talks, BS walks. But basically, the gambling companies are the ones that's buying up all of the sports teams and buying into the sports teams and buying into the arena. That's what happened with the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban sold out to the gambling company. And now they basically, I'm hearing that they're going to be building an arena or they're going to be building a new platform based around the gambling aspect of sports. Gambling is going to ruin sports completely, bro. It's messed up. They trying to take over content. They trying to take over sports. They taking over everything, bro. They basically owning the content and owning the IP. They owning the platforms, and they using it to push a product out to the people that's not even good for the people. I don't like it, bro. I just can't do it, man. I don't care how much money they offer me. I can't do it.
Numbers that they're looking for, so they want to try it out. So they're gonna try it out for this year and see what happens. No, but look, but low, I'm gonna be on playback. We're gonna be on playback, low. So yeah. So I'm gonna do my thing, low. It don't matter. We're gonna be on here.
Yeah,
You know, we just ain't gonna be in the arena.
Although I got that media
We in
credential
office.
too for
we gonna be in office, low.
Okay, I gotta go to Milwaukee, for sure.
We're gonna be in battle mode, low. I might shit. Hey, look, to be honest, low, I got so much time. I might fuck around, come to your crib. Oh, what you doing over there, man? You know what I mean? Have one of those 24-hour streams.
No, we're not doing that. But I hear you. I hear you.
So we have a question.
24-hour stream, low?
I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. What the hell?
Gil, we have a question from 2K God.
K Cooper says, so what would be the number that you would sell, AD, if there is a number? Selling the platform completely? You know how hard I worked to build these platforms, man? I've been building these platforms for over a decade, K. I can't sell my shit, bro. I can't sell it because it's not a number. It's not about money no more. Like, the money matters, but it don't matter enough for me to actually sell out my platform because it's meaningful to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work for nobody else. I don't want to be, let me not say that, because all of us work for somebody, even if it's just the people that you entertain every day. I don't think that the money is worth giving up the control of what I want to do with my platform. What if I got something that I want to do? Now I got to go and ask you. That's how even publicly traded companies, that's how Steve Jobs got pushed out of Apple. That's how you got to now go to the board and ask for approval and all of this stuff. At the end of the day, I am 100% in control, whether I win, lose, fail, successful, all of that. I don't have anybody, not one soul, not one person on this earth has ownership or control of my platforms. None of them. All four of them are 100% mine, all of them. So I keep 100% of everything. So when I show y'all my numbers and I show y'all what it is that I'm busting down every single month, that's mine. That's 100% mine. Whether I go and trick it off, no matter what it is that I do, is mine. I built it. I can't nobody say that they made me. Can't nobody say that they own me. Can't nobody say that they control me. Can't nobody say that they own my platform. They not a 50-50 partner. I don't want no partners. I am my own partner. It's me and Jesus. You said, not gonna lie, everyone got a number. Everyone don't have a number. All right, so let's explore it, right? Let's talk about it. Let's explore it. Let's say, for example, they came to me and they said, hey, Anton, I got $100 million for you, right? But I love what I do. Let me ask you a question, right? Because everybody got a crazy number. And you said everybody got a number, right? $100 million. Now, I'm not going to say what I would do in the future because everybody would say what they would do until they get the number in front of them. As of right now, in my mindset, there is nothing that I cannot buy that I want. Everything that I want, I already have. What I've learned in my 43 years on this earth, so I'm 99% sure that I would never sell my platform because it's mine and I built it and it means something to me and it's something that I could use to pass on to my daughter. And I started this off by documenting the process in order to be able to cement my legacy. I want people well after I'm gone and after I'm dead and gone to come back and to be able to look at from video to video to video exactly who I am, how I grew, how I evolved, and what my life was like. I wrote my own story. I don't need nobody to write my own story for me. I don't want no movie made about me. I don't want a biography. I don't want any of that shit, right? My legacy is going to be defined by what it is that I put out every single day. So here's the thing. There's nothing that I want to do that I can't do. There's nothing. There's not a car. Okay, what can you do with $100 million that you can't do with 10? What can you do with $100 million that you cannot do with 10? I'm curious. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and this is my perspective, and maybe I'm short-sighted as a businessman. Maybe buy a jet. Who gives a fuck? I wouldn't even want to buy a jet. I would just charter one. You can literally charter one every single day because the maintenance on it wouldn't even be worth it for me to be able to buy one. I don't travel enough to be able to justify the maintenance on it. You just doing it just to stun at that point. Live a way better life. How? I have multiple homes. I have multiple rental properties. My daughter's college is paid for. My daughter already has a house that's being built for her. My mom is taken care of. My brother's is good. I have the cars that I want. I have a great life. I have phenomenal friends. And I have a penthouse also off the water that I live in downtown. What else could a person want in his lifetime? I'm able to give back to the community. I'm able to be a huge, like, what else do y'all niggas want? It's guaranteeing revenue versus speculation. Well, that's why I invest in myself. That's why I got brokerage accounts. That's why I have y'all ever seen people that are filthy rich that's not happy because they thought that money was going to make them happy, but it didn't? No, live a good life makes me happy. But you don't need all the money in the world. It's not 100% about all the money, bro. Once you get to a certain level in life, and that level could be 3 million, 4 million, whatever it is that you've made in your life that you're able to acquire in assets. Once you can do whatever it is that you want to do, making money is cool, but controlling your outcome and having control over what it is that's meaningful to you. I love my life. My life, I live a dream life, and I thank God for it every day. I live a dream life, and I thank God for it every day. And one of the things that I thank God for is I thank God that I get to live the life that I want, but that I never worshiped it. I never worshiped. It wasn't the love of money. It was using money as a tool to empower other people, to make sure that your family is taken care of, to get to the point that you want to get to in life, and then also never to fall in love with it. I'm not going to do anything for money, bro. Because if that was the case, then I would have took the gambling money contract. If that was the case, I would have took other sponsorships that I don't necessarily agree with the companies. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sell your soul for money, bro. It's not even worth the paper that it's printed on. I could teach you how to get it, but I want you to also understand not to love it. Money is good, but the love of money is the root of all evil. And I've always prayed to God to give me spiritual discernment, also give me great character, and give me a sound business mind to know when and when not to have to take somebody else's money.
Said, question from 2K God. He said, if football is popping, why did they have to take over your channel? Why couldn't they make their own channel and make that pop? Question mark.
That's what we would have said. That was the argument. But as a family,
am I asking too many questions?
No. As a company, no. As a company, you don't want to start from the beginning. Most people don't like the grind of anything, right? You know, they want something that's already turnkey and go. So why should they start from the beginning? Listen, we are expensive. We're not your average podcast expenses. We get paid a lot of money. So because they pay us a lot of money and we not taking no pay cuts in here, if they say your ass gonna do 2 days a week and we want to try what they do for 3 days a week and we keep our money, hey man, hey, do your thing, man. We'll see. Shit. Do y'all thing, man, right? Because at the end of the day, we can say, oh, hell nah, fuck that. And then they start cutting contracts.
I don't want nobody to have control over me, bro. And I respect them. I respect the fact that they about the money. I respect the fact that they about running up a bag, that they about the grind, that they want to make sure that they get their money and all of that stuff. For me, is more than that, personally. And that's dope. I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they got the deals that they wanted in order to get the money. I'm not ceding control of none of my stuff, bro.
So if they want to go ahead and try 3 days a week until football season's over with and then recheck their hand, cool. Everybody still got their jobs.
Employment is key.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this. With the way our contracts is doing, they could say, hey, man, we're going to let about 6, 7 of y'all go. And turn y'all ass into... Yep.
I'm kind of confused. And again, I feel like I'm asking too many questions, so I'm not.
No. You can take over this playback right now, sir. Because if you ask questions, we can answer them. We will not bring these topics up. But
we ain't no sellouts.
Okay, because this is now forcing me to ask very specific questions just because how familiar I am with the community and like what's going on in the space.
Okay.
So I'll just cut to the chase. Who owns the channel?
50-50.
I didn't get to this part, so I'm saying this for the first time, y'all.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like 49-59. I mean, 51-49.
No. Well, okay. So here was the deal. So, because this is my question.
Okay.
So this was my original channel that I built.
Okay.
When I started podcast and then went to Fubo, and then because we was on linear, we was on Fubo Network.
This is the same channel from that? This is the same channel from Fubo?
Yeah, no, but I had Fubo create their own channel, and this channel stayed dormant from 2018 to 2023. So basically what I did is I said, here, we can use my channel instead of going with, what was that, Showtime? Josiah, what was that first company that was trying to come in?
Showtime Basketball, right?
Yeah, so I said, instead of us going on Showtime, I got a YouTube channel. And I said, listen, I'll give you guys 50% of the YouTube channel if you guys fund it. If you guys can have full control, like where it comes to thumbnails, creating, because I didn't know nothing about none of that. So you guys had the infrastructure. You give me the infrastructure, we're good. And that's how it went.
How long is that?
Shit. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. No. I just went to the... See, we different over here at the Bag Chasers. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. We different over here, y'all. I just teach y'all, hey, listen, this is how I do it. They'll tell you inside of the Patreon, I give all the game. Every single piece of game and advice that you can ever think of, I break it down. Listen, this is how you do thumbnails. This is how you expedite the process. This is how you create the templates. This is how you, how often I drop. This is how I grow my channel. This is what you need to do. This is what I get on the back end. This is how much I make on this. This is how I'm able to grow my subscribers by 100,000 subscribers a month. This is how I'm able to do this. This is how, like, I actually give y'all the game, but I just went to the mud and I figured it out on my own. Every single step along the way, every single clip that's dropped, every single live stream, every single way that it's produced, every single view that I get, every single chop that goes up, it's all 100% built by me. So I learned it, and now I'm able to teach it to other people. And also I'm able to hire people and give them the game on how they're able to add value into the company, and I'm able to train people up. I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving no major company, no gambling company, no sponsorship company. Man, you're not taking control of my stuff, bro. Nope. I'm not doing it. You can't get a dime. You not taking percentages. You ain't taking control, percentages. Now look, they built it up to over 1 million subscribers. We thought that it was 100% Gil. We thought it was 100% Gil. And they became highly paid employees.
You were good. And that's how it went.
How long does that last?
I'm a free agent, and we're me and Joe are free agent this summer. BJ just signed a 2-year deal, right? BJ, you just signed. You got re-upped.
Yeah, I signed a 1 year.
Oh, you signed 1 year. Oh, yeah. So we all free agents
in the summer 26.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess there's other questions that need to be asked, but we won't ask them now.
This is crazy.
You can ask, man.
We said enough. We've said enough.
No. Here's the thing: is whatever question you ask, we asking the same thing. We asked the same thing. It was one of those things, man, where when you're sitting here, you.
But how do you become a free agent? That's the part that I'm trying to figure out. What do y'all mean a free agent? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what that means. What does that mean, a free agent? It's my channel. So the question that I would be asking is, when do I get my platform back? Not when do I have to renegotiate for another contract? When do I get my contract back? Like, when do I get my channel back? When do I get 100% ownership of my channel? And what happens to all of the content that we produce during the time that we were 50-50? Do you still get a percentage of that?
I'm thinking, listen, we're going to go 5 days a week. They're going to start a new channel. And they're going to do, they can start off at 3 days a week. And I was like, well, we don't spend this kind of money for those guys. And we have y'all big contract. As a business, we're not really making any money off you guys. You guys are doing great, but the sponsorships ain't coming in. For us to pay for the skips and nothing, we got to let some of your guys go. You see, when you started hearing shit like that, you be like, all right, no. Put it on the same channel.
Let me rewind that.
As a business,
I got a lot of respect for Gil for being transparent about this, because then we can have these type of conversations. I'm getting deals done right now. It's so funny. Literally, Q just called me. Hold on, let me see something. It's so funny. While we having this conversation, Q is calling me right now.
Hello?
Hey, don't say any numbers because I'm on a live stream.
Okay.
Give him what he want.
Okay.
So the original number that you literally just text me, tell him that we pay him that in order to continue to be on the platform.
Okay.
He cool?
Yeah, he cool. Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. I'll call you with
That number I just texted you?
the second one. The bigger one. The bigger number. Give him the bigger number. Because we want him to be happy and we want him to be satisfied. We don't want him to feel like he had to compromise.
Okay.
All right.
Do.
All right,
Thank
baby.
you, Anton.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye. That's why all of that beeping was happening in the background. So I know that y'all was enjoying Shampoo on the Monday night show. So we've officially signed him. Shout out to Shampoo. Shampoo is now the newest member of the team. He is officially a part of the network and a part of the Bag Chasers. And so shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that's on the team, man. Shout out to everybody that's on the team. I don't need no fucking company. Fuck these companies, man. Fuck them. We ain't doing no layoffs. We not letting nobody go. We not removing nobody from the platforms. We not doing none of that. We signing people over here. Come to Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? Come to Death Row Records. Come to Death Row Records. So yeah, man, I ain't letting nobody go. I'm not negotiating with no fucking company. I'm gonna own my stuff and we gonna keep on pushing. And we creating new shows, we signing new creators, we running up new bags, we gonna do it our way. We gonna do it our way. We don't have no blueprint. We figuring this shit out as we go. We gonna build the plane as we fly it, and we not negotiating with nobody, and we not laying nobody off either.
You know, we're not really making any money off you guys. You guys are doing great, but the sponsorships ain't coming in. You know, for us to pay for the skips and nothing, we got to let some of your guys go. You see, when you started hearing shit like that, you be like, all right, no. Put it on the same channel. Because the last thing I want to do is, you got, Lexi. I can already see the people that are going to start letting go. And I'm like, not right now, man. We ain't got time for that. We moving. 2 old Dodgers in the 9th inning.
Damn. Here's a secondary thought. I've done a few things on the internet and social media, as some of you may know. Check out Memes and Nightmares on Hulu when you get a chance. The other thought is just to embrace the LaQuint Dickey model and say, I'm gonna work you niggas to death to get my bread back. So instead of 2 days, how you go 7?
It's still a lot of questions to be asked. I ain't, because I'm gonna get real nasty.
Bases loaded too. Let's go. That's not even nasty. This just the game is the game, ladies and gentlemen. There are things that you can
it's not.
There are things you can't control.
I mean,
no,
it's
man.
not. Listen, let's just say
I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't.
A lot of let's just say a lot of original Gills Arena staff, man. We got to mail them the million plaque. Let's just say that.
And y'all and everybody in the chat, y'all know what side of the internet I come from. I come from. Everybody that I know from that side of the internet owns everything that they do. AMP owns that. When AJ and I was doing playback and peer-to-peer, we own that. Bro, we and I've every YouTube channel I have done, I have owned. Davis, every channel he owned. Kai, Duke, Phantom, they've all owned. So the idea of like someone owning something that they don't, I've never in my life. Matter of fact, I even convinced niggas to cut off they CMCs so they weren't nobody taking no cuts at all. So I've never, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I can't. It wasn't me.
That shit happened to me though.
Yeah, it wasn't. And to be fair, the money is crazy when they put it in your face, but then it's like every like 3 to 4 months, if you just dedicate a little bit more time, it's like, man, that shit don't even like what y'all like. The price keep going more and more up. So it's like, what the fuck?
No. Listen, listen. What you're saying is 100%, and I always talk about 100% ownership. But I had to make a decision when I first started, right? And I needed infrastructure, what I didn't have, right? Starting up a YouTube channel, we were on linear. I wasn't using this channel, so giving up 50% of a channel I didn't use seemed like the best idea to get a full studio and do all that, right? Put the boys on, fully paid for, didn't see us going to this point. So I didn't care about the YouTube channel.
See, that's because Gil is not wrong. Let me say that. Gil is not wrong. The problem with this conversation also is that Gil didn't see the channel blowing up the way that it blew up. You know what I'm saying? I believe in myself. I've always believed in myself. I told Slimmy back in 2019, 18, 19, I told Slimmy, I said, Slim, bro, I'm going to an M. It may take some years. It may take some time. I said, Slimmy, I'm going to get way more than 1 million subscribers, bro. He'll tell you. Slimmy will tell you all day long. I said, Slim, I'm him. I'm next up, bro. It's my time. All I got to do is stay grounded, stay working, stay focused, stay getting it, stay hustling, and watch what I do. It's mine, bro. It's mine to lose. It's not anybody else's to gain. And I seen people go up, go down. Some people jump. I ain't trip off. I congratulated everybody else, but I just stay focused on what it is. I got a vision for what I think my stuff is going to become. And that's why I keep telling y'all. I tell y'all on a regular basis, man, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Watch what I'm about to do next. Watch what I'm about to get in next. Watch what I'm about to do next. Watch the next play. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. I'm going to show you how I broke it down. I'm going to show you how it is that I do it. And so part of the reason that he gave it up is so that he can get the infrastructure so he wouldn't have to make the capital investment himself. For me, it's a little bit different because I just put my own money up. Buy my own cameras, put 100,000 more into my new studio. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, I remember last year at the end of the year, for the last 2 months of the year, I just was live streaming from home every single day. I wouldn't even be inside of the studio because I was building everything that I'm streaming in right now. We still working on the internet, so that's a little different, but I got a vision for myself and I see something way bigger than what I'm doing.
Because
Leah said, how did you get that vision, Anton? Like, how do you find your exact purpose to reach this point? Aaliyah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just believe in myself. I believe in myself. This it's enough of this. We don't need to keep saying this. We good off this. When I met Q, when I met Island Girl Q, when I met Slimmy, when I met all of them, I told them, I said, you know, we going to the moon, right? Because I was supposed to be in a deal with somebody else on another platform that we were building together. They got the big head and they was like, nah, the brand is not you. The brand is me. And I was like, hold on, listen, let's not get it confused. I'm him. You know what I'm saying? I'm him. Everybody else roll with them. Nice. Nice. Everybody else roll with them. And it was like, nah, you know, we not fucking with you, Anton, or whatever. And Q was like, Island Girl Q was like, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Whatever you got going on, I don't need no money. I don't need nothing. The only thing I want to do is I want to be up under you. Whatever you tell me to do, whatever it is that we rocking like, however it is that we moving, whatever you tell me to do, I'm rolling with you. So Q, Slimmy, all of these people, they just believed in me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, no, you are the one. If y'all ever watch this movie called Rockstar, Q was right there. She'll tell you. Q right there. She'll tell you. Q was like, I'm rolling with you. She's like, fuck what they talking about. And I told Q, I said, listen, we rolling. We rolling. Years from now, we going to look back at this shit and we going to be cracking up and we going to run it up. Years from now, we going to rock out and we going to run it up. And I said, and I told Q, and I told her, I had a conversation with her and I said, you know, I'm not letting you go, right? I'm never going to let you not be with me. You stuck with me forever. You're now going to be a part of my life forever. You are mine now. And she was like, all right, bet, I'm in it. And she just was rocking with me. And so we not even close to being where we gonna be at. Mika too. Mika says, Anton, whatever you got going on, I'm going with you. I don't care what nobody else is talking about. I don't care what nobody else has got popping. I don't care what nobody else is doing. I'm rolling with you. And so some people just rock with me. They just believe in me. And I'll be like, listen, let's get it. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. And every time I text Q, she'd be like, yep, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's execute on that. And let's rock. So I don't have no plan Bs. Plan B is to complete plan A. Plan B is to complete plan A. And we just gonna run it up. I'm not switching up. I'm not selling out. I'm not giving up no percentages. I'm not doing none of that shit. We just gonna run it up out the mud. We gonna get it out the mud. And it's been a couple people that defected. You know what I'm saying? Not defected, but it's a couple people that tried to play me that wasn't a part of the crew. You know, they acted like they was really down. And then when the opportunity presented itself, they switched up because they thought that they had one up. You know what I'm saying? So watch the movie Rockstar. You believe in yourself, you just don't know the direction. Don't worry about it. We'll give you some direction. I want to go over one more thing. Average price of a new car is exploding. I just wanted to talk about this last thing really quickly before we got up out of here. This new report came out, and they say the average price of a new car has now exceeded over $50,000. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
For the first time, the average cost of a new car in the US has topped $50,000. That is in part down to tariffs, with experts warning of an even bigger hit on prices next year. Matt Egan is here to explain what we're seeing and how tariffs may drive up international prices too. Joining us from New York, I would not want to be in the market for a new car today. Matt, how much are tariffs to blame for this price hike then?
Yeah, Christina, look, if you are in the market for a new car, you do have to mentally prepare yourself for some sticker shock because, yes, prices are high. They've never been higher. And you're right, tariffs are one of the factors here. Now, Kelley Blue Book found that the average transaction price in September in the United States topped $50,000 for the first time ever.
I feel like that's a choice, though. The average transaction price does not have to be that high. You don't have to buy a new car, number one. And number two, you don't have to spend $50,000 on it at all. You know why people continue to have higher transaction prices for new cars? Because the financing of it lasts longer. When I was coming up in the 90s and when I graduated high school in the 2000s, I did not buy a new car. I bought a used car, right? I bought the 86 Buick Regal and I worked on that mug and I loved it like it was my own until I wound up giving it to a friend, right? Then I bought a new car or whatever. But I remember back then, financing was maximum 60 months. It wasn't no 72, 84, 96 months financing. Man, I heard that it was dudes in Miami. You know how these guys be riding these Urises and these Lamborghinis and stuff like that and these Ferraris and stuff. And you know how you be trying to wonder, like, how was they able to afford this? This young dude, he keep acting like he do crypto. He got a regular job or he got 2 part-time jobs. He a server on one job and then he hustling on somewhere else. He doing some overnight stocking and they got 5 roommates. It's 7 of them in a room and it's 5 roommates. They got an 84-month, 96-month financing at 12% interest for 2 or 3 different exotic cars, and they all splitting the cost between all of them. They all live together. Listen, I'm telling you the hack. How a lot of these people that are, it seem like they get money, it seem like they successful, they split in car notes, bro. It's the craziest thing that I had ever heard of in my entire life. They living together. They all living together in the same house. They take 3 cars. You may have your own little regular car that you get back and forth to work to. I got it on Saturday night this week. You got it on Sunday night this week. You got it on Monday night this week. You got it on Tuesday night this week, Wednesday and Thursday. And then we going to roll the dice. It's a rotating clock, but who get it on Saturday, and then we going to reset for the next week. And people are literally they living together, and then they leasing cars and they buying cars. They not buying them. They leasing cars together, and each one of them get a different day that they get to use that car. And it seemed like they all continue to want to switch up cars. Like, oh man, I got the Urus, I got the Ferrari, I got the Stradale, I got all of these cars or whatever like that. I got the McLaren 720S. They got 4. You got 3 cars that they split, and then you got your own personal car, or you catching public transportation to work. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. They all finessing. And they all live together and they rooming together. And they all got regular jobs, but they all leveraging the cars and the visibility in order to try to build their visibility on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Yep. And so they using it to try to make it. They using it to get hoes, and they using it to get visibility. And they all try to not intersect on their segments so that it's not exposing them for actually renting cars together. That's the truth. And they up to their eyeballs in debt. Up to their eyeballs in debt, bro.
Now, prices were up by about 4% from the same month last year. Now, 4%, that's not a monster spike like the increases that we saw after COVID during the supply chain crisis, but this is the biggest year-over-year increase in 2.5 years.
I've seen people with 8-year
loans. Note that
loans.
this is the average transaction price, so this is before incentives kick in, but still, $50,000 is obviously a lot of money, and that's just the average, right? If you're looking at a full-size car, it's almost $60,000. A full-size pickup, $66,000.
No way.
And a full-size SUV now averaging $76,000. So why is this happening? Well, yes, Kelley Blue Book says that tariffs are one of the factors that's driving up the cost to build a car. And it's not
a
just
full-size
the auto
car for
tariffs and the
$60,000. Get the hell out of
parts
here.
Tariffs. It's also the country-specific tariffs, and then the tariffs on steel, aluminum, copper, and other critical inputs. Now, another factor here is electric vehicles. The federal tax credit in the United States went away at the end of September. So a lot of people were trying to beat the clock and buy an EV before those tax credits went away. And Kelley Blue Book found that the EV share of the auto market in the United States hit an all-time high of almost 12% in September. But maybe the biggest factor here is who is buying cars and what cars are available right now. Because those $20,000 affordable cars, they've kind of gone extinct. Car makers, they're focused on the higher margin, more expensive cars and trucks. And right now, a lot of the cost-conscious consumers, they've been priced out of the market, right? They're either not buying or they're focused on used cars. And who is buying? It's the more affluent buyers who are not surprisingly buying the more expensive cars. And so that has lifted the average price of a car. But Christina, this is just another reminder.
People care more about the car payment than they care about the car terms, the terms of the loan, right? So if they can stretch you out and get you into a longer term deal, and this is how the dealers sell you, right? Oh man, you know what? Just get the longer term deal and your payment is only going to be this month. Okay, well, how long is it going to be? 72 months, 84 months. Well, I don't want to stay in it that long. Well, don't worry about that right now, right? Because listen, just keep it for 3 or 4 years. When you turn it in, because by that time, all of the depreciation will be out of it and you'll start going into the principal. And then when you turn it in, we'll put you into something new. And then you'll be able to keep rolling because you won't have to carry that much over into the new payment. And by that time, you'll be making more money. You'll be ready to upgrade. So it's a lot of people that got 72, 84 months sold on the idea that your car note is only going to be this amount. Now you got the name, you got the Mercedes, you got the badge, you got all of that stuff. And you don't even realize that you basically just financed your way into a deal where now they're able to upsell you, right? You're going to get the warranty. You're going to get all of the features that you don't need. You're going to get all of this stuff and you ain't even writing your stuff off. You don't even get to write your stuff off because your vehicle ain't above a certain amount of pounds or you didn't lease it. So your write-offs are limited because you didn't look at it from a business perspective. And so now they're able to raise the average price on the transaction because most people are more concerned about the payment. They're not looking at the interest rate. They're not looking at how long the terms is. If you actually looked at your payment and you looked at the payment every single month and you looked at the breakdown, you'll realize what? What will you realize? that the majority of your money is going to the interest and it's not going to the principal.
Of the K-shaped economy in the United States and in many parts around the world, where people who have money in the market, who own their homes, they're doing pretty well. But lower income families, they're struggling. And many of them
they're
are
absolutely
not
going to be
buying
40-year
cars
mortgages. There will absolutely be a longer term mortgage. There's only a matter of time before you go from a 30-year mortgage to a 35 or a 40-year mortgage. 100%. I believe that is probably going to come within the next 2 to 3 years. You are going to see companies offer a 35 to 40-year mortgage guaranteed. I will bet the house on it. 30-year mortgages is going to be it's going to still be the norm, but because all that creative financing, ARM, interest only right now, and then you got a balloon payment and all of that shit. All of that is how we got into that mess in 2008 in the first place. They already got 40-year mortgages? No way. No way.
Yeah, 50,000 is certainly not an achievable target, is it? Matt, we are also seeing some wider market volatility. There were some wild swings on Wednesday. I mean, how much is tension with China to do with?
All right, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's been a great show. Shout out to my dog Shampoo. Again, he's a part of the platform now, so y'all gonna regularly see him on Monday nights. And we gonna do it a little bit differently than how they do it in the industry. Let me read some of these super chats and then I'm gonna get y'all up out of here for the day. And then I'm gonna post something in the Patreon. That way y'all have some insight on when the next live stream is gonna be. Executive Suite Emily says, I watched this morning. The little nugget that he dropped that can't go over your head is once the feds put them in cuffs and his wrists, everything changed. That's a fact. Body Bags in the building says, I emailed due diligence for Body Bags project. All right, I'll have to look into that. Let me look into that. Lions versus the Chiefs was a rigged game for gambling. I didn't even watch it, Izzy. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even have no time. Five Brown, my dog, says, I mentioned, this is why you're the GOAT. I mentioned to you before that my brother developed a really bad sports betting addiction and it's really changed him for the worse. That's why I refuse to ever try sports betting. I even hate the commercials. I don't mess with it, Fi. I don't mess with it, bro. Thank you for being an example for all of us. I can't take the deals, bro. Chris Cunningham says Gil got robbed for the bag. Well, he made a decision and now, can't control the platform. So he gave away, I think he gave away a little bit more because if they in control, then that means they control more than 50%. He gave away 50% of his platform for some thumbnails. AD just showed us in the Patreon how easy thumbnails are made. Wow, fools. Mika says YouTubers are the new record label artists. Facts. B. Baker says, when the family is strong, money is nothing. Y'all talking my language today. Sifo says, I'm inspired. I built my landscaping business from the ground up, turned down an offer to sell, and now we're at 80 accounts per week and still growing. That's why I won't do any financing with the banks because I want 100% of the money. That's why I put 100% of my own money up. My life is 100% ownership. I take my own chances, bro. I'm willing to bet on me. I stopped watching the other channel the minute I saw you were no longer there. I started following you. Shout out to Jason. Mr. Trey Johnson says, what's a movie you can watch that always gives you motivation? That's a really good question. A movie that I can watch that always gives me motivation. A movie that I can watch that because there's some easy ones, right? You could say Pursuit of Happiness. You can say stuff like that. I'd have to think about that. Let me come back to that. Give me a second. Trey Rose says, I just paid off my car. I just paid my car off and received the title last week. The dealer is emailing me and calling me to trade in. I refuse to buy a car right now, and I would be a fool to trade my paid car off to pay a house note. Facts. Talk about it, bro. All money in. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let me see. What y'all got? Juice, Avengers, Infinity War, Wolf of Wall Street, Lord of the Rings, Scarface. Nah. All of that stuff has a bad ending. Most of that stuff got a bad ending. Y'all say Paid in Full, The Banker, Wall Street. Nah. Wolf of Wall Street. Nah. No. Billions, Den of Thieves, Dark Knight Rising, Red Tails, Highest to Lowest, Forrest Gump. None of that. Jordan the movie, Nike, Book of Eli, The Founder, Batman Begins. No, all of these movies. Shampoo is a great pickup. This is good. Yeah, I like Shampoo. The people like Shampoo. Shout out to Shampoo. Limitless, The Accountant. I was just watching something the other day. What was I watching? That's got me stumped. Probably The Pursuit of Happiness. I would say The Pursuit of Happiness. I would say The Pursuit of Happiness. I love The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. How he was willing to hustle and stay down and he was still selling his stuff or whatever and he was really going through it. I would probably say The Pursuit of Happiness. I love the ending of The Pursuit of Happiness. I love Braveheart. Braveheart is awesome. Oh, The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil Wears Prada. That is my movie. Is one of my favorite movies of all time. The Devil Wears Prada. Because she morphed from a liberal socialist to a capitalistic conservative. And she was a cutthroat, by all means, anything necessary type of person. The Devil Wears Prada. I love The Devil Wears Prada. Yep. Devil Wears Prada. I love The Devil Wears Prada. Great questions. Great questions. If they come out with a 2, they're going to mess it up. Hollywood needs to stop doing remakes and doing extensions, and they need to start coming up with original ideas. All right, y'all. Listen, great show again. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We always learn something and we entertained in the meantime. You guys are the greatest that I've ever seen in my entire life. I love y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.